That's a little quiet, but hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Phontomen, and welcome to today's show. Today we're playing Quasimorph. Sorry. Need a little bit of water. And Quasimorph is a very interesting new game currently in early access, and it's kind of a bastard sometimes, but not if you really understand what to do. And honestly, the game, people seem to have gotten the interpretation that the game is very hard because it's basing some of its mechanics off of an extraction shooter, but thinking it's Tarkov is actually kind of a trap because it stops you from looking around at certain things and discovering a whole lot of profits. But, right, so, I turned the music up a little bit because I think I turned it down at some point. Yeah. Right. But, so, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start a new game here. I have been playing the game, but it's very open-ended in how it all works here. It's not necessarily linear. Someone put it to me as semi-progression, and that's somewhat accurate, but unfortunately we only have one save slot, and I have to nuke it in order to start again, but, well, I know a lot, so that means that I'll just be really, really good like the third time.
The history of humanity is written in tears and blood. Liars, tyrants, idealists, they all tried to bring happiness on the edge of a sword. We waited for liberation from the shackles of fate, and were ready to go through the last judgment for it. Not for the glorious death for the eternal kingdom, love, or the Lord, but for a way to step off the path of suffering. But when the apocalypse came, we shrugged our shoulders and started profiting from it as usual. The creatures lurking in the depths of space didn't seem scarier than our own world. Armed with the hope that the darkest hour comes before dawn, we try to survive until the first rays of the sun.
And make a lot of money in between that. Right, so, good morning, boss. Let's first restore memory after the diapause. I have no idea what that is, but there's gonna be a lot of tech jargon in here, and a lot of, oh boy, future. But, during the ANCOM mission on Venus, we awakened a Quasimorph named Tesklan? We're gonna get a lot of hard words here. Tesklan? Freaky Aztec monsters. Now his Quasimorphs are still in our world, which is weird. We did business with a horrible extra-dimensional being, and... Hey, wait, he's still here, though. Wait, what? That's not right. There's no information in the news that we're involved. Meanwhile, corporates insist that the Quasimorphs is a fabrication, and the claim that Tesklan is a provocation, and claim that Tesklan is a provocation by civil resistance, the space communists. No, this is fake news made up by space communists. We are now orbiting Phobos and have time to recover and figure out what to do next. The supplies on the ship are running low, so we need to find ourselves some new profitable ellipses. Yes. For the sake of it, I highly advise doing the tutorial because the tutorial gives you lots of nice things that you will not see for hours, which is kind of goofy considering a lot of things in the game, but do the tutorial. Attention. Vector 4, Sector 6. Northern Hemisphere. 5 launches detected. Rocket engines approaching rapidly. Activating countermeasures. Magnum. Grab onto something. It's going to be loud. That's our boat. I click the button. Also, I have the backer skin because I actually like this game. It seems to be civil resistance. Damn dirty space communists. We need to clear them out of the out from the Magnum. Our future depends on it. Shoot everyone. Shoot everyone. Let's remember how to move. Navigate. Yeah, well, actually, we're gonna skip these parts of it because I actually know how to play the game, and it's somewhat daunting at first, but once you get it down, it's like second nature. It's just really odd, and there isn't so much a difficulty, like the game isn't necessarily hard, so long, you know, just so much as there is a difficulty curve at the beginning, learning how the combat and movement system play into each other. It's actually relatively simple once you get down to it. But we're gonna skip these parts, because I know how to play the game already. And before you ask, no, I didn't die that much. But okay, so, this is the inventory. Actually, why am I putting that on? No, okay, no, those are already equipped. Duh. Right, so, a shirt that has more resistances than this shirt. Right, pants. Nice blue jeans in outer space. And then also, what does these break down to? Because yeah, okay, thread. Interesting. Thread and rubber. Rubber's kind of rare. It's reminding me a bit of old school XCOM defense with the movement. It is, to an extent, but you're only controlling one character for now, anyway. You not dying at all would mean this game being piss easy. You're right, yeah, this is... It's kind of hard to explain, but the beginning of the game is difficult with you not having, you know, very good equipment and being able to die really easily. Combine the fact with the, you know, the new user experience, basically meaning you have no idea what you're doing and you're going to make a lot of mistakes without realizing it. But I feel like that's only there to make it so when you get to the much, like when you actually get over that relatively quickly, it's established like, oh, I could have fucked up and died in this situation, and now I can't do that because I'm so awesome. It makes it feel like an accomplishment. It's not that horrendous. It could be really annoying, but it's not that horrendous. But so, the entire thing rests on, you know, looting and shooting. This is kind of an extraction shooter, but also plays against certain things that you see in extraction shooters, too, specifically with the trading stuff as well. But, so, the game is actually not ball-crushingly hard like some people will like to think it is. It's the learning curve for the past, like, for the first, like, say, 2 or 3 hours is gonna be, you know, wrought with a lot of failure and a lot of annoyance, but you get to pass that relatively quickly, and even faster if you know how to break the trading system. Or, rather, profit from the trading system, because the barter system here is kind of like Tarkov, but also not like Tarkov at all. Right, okay, so, the general idea for movement here is very simple. You have turns, basically. This is a turn-based, you know, top-down shooter like grand old XCOM. But you only have one guy, for now anyway. Not sure what the development, you know, team is going to be doing with multiple characters, but you have one guy. And if you see down here, you have your walking types, or your stances, more or less. You have 3. You have sneaking, you have walking, you have running. Running means you can't use your inventory, even though it does mean you can effectively act 3 times in a turn. Walking is your standard, you know, 2 actions here, and it's generally useful for dealing with a lot of situations like walking into a gunfight. Sneaking is actually where you're going to be most of the time. However, there's a lot of caveats to it. You only get 1 turn, but it does give you situational awareness around corners, as you will see me doing a lot. But the thing is, once you have the situational awareness, you know where the enemy is. There's enemies in the next room. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to switch to walking or running to jump into the situation and then kill the bastards and then go immediately back to sneaking. So you use sneaking to gather intelligence and use the other stances to act on the intelligence. That's one of the things that's somewhat odd that people don't really pick up on. The tutorial is very basic and it doesn't really show you these kinds of things, but it's things that you pick up relatively quickly once you really sit down and stare at what you're doing. Right, so the T key and the map and the missions here. So our mission is kill everyone on the boat. Got it. So you can just kind of click forward, and it's probably better that you click forward in one space, but you can just click down here and your character auto walks. But as you can see, each 2 steps is a turn, and then when those 2 turns are up, the enemy gets to act, and then they might shoot me. So you have to be careful about where you're going and how you're going to expose yourself and things like that. However, there's lots of very fun things that you can do. Like, for example, in sneak mode, you could open doors as a free action. Now, just to double check here. Yeah. Right. So walking, opening doors costs an action, so opening and closing a door will be 2 actions and then your turn. If you're sneaking, though, you can also block and attack doors if you want to, though blocking doors really... I haven't really found a use to doing that. But so, here's the magical elevator. The magical elevator that, in addition to allowing us to traverse up and down, once we complete our mission, we can go back to the nearest elevator and immediately leave. So we don't even have to go back to the surface and go back to our ship that we came in on. We could just immediately end the mission via the elevator. Which is not something you'd see out of an extraction shooter. But again, this game uses extraction shooter mechanics to add a sort of, like, weight to actions, but then very quickly just gets over it. Right, okay, so, yes, if your health reaches 0, you die. Wow! However, we have expendable bioclones. But yes, we have to watch out for health here. We make clones of people using personality and skill chips, and then we send them on missions, and if they die, oh well, we'll just make another one. Right, okay, so we have to... Ow! Treat the injury, which is, actually, we have a fracture here, so we want to use the splint. And we have an infection there, which, I think I screwed that up there. Oops. I'm not a master at tutorials, sadly. Right, sorbent. Did they give... Oh, right, the antibiotic, right. Hooray! If you happen to be, hit by things, typically you will be infected by, you know, get an infection, which will make things horribly lethal relatively quickly. But there are characters that we can unlock in the game that say one of them is just straight up immune to infections. In addition to one of them, like Percy, being a tank that just has way higher resistances than everybody, like has +5 right out of the gate just being him. So there's a lot of interesting ways to go about this. It isn't like hard as, like, it isn't excruciatingly difficult if you actually really, you know, understand what the problem is. Okay, extreme cases, you can perform an amputation. Right, I haven't needed to do this yet, but yes, you can in fact cut off your own limbs with a sharp object to get rid of the infection. I really not have found a real reason to do this, though. I've had my limbs cut off by a dude firing a circular saw, though. That's rather embarrassing. Also, poppy straws. These are relatively rare. We're gonna get these, even though I won't have a crafting recipe to use anything, you know, make anything with these later, until probably later. But the fact of the matter is that this should probably tell you something, that our decorative plants in our lobby are fucking opioids. Should probably tell you a thing about the situation already if you're paying attention. Remember, flesh is food. Also, cannibalism is very helpful, especially if you have a stove nearby. My bones! Also, yeah, I think I kind of fucked that up there. 2 health per... That, I think I whoops there. I wasn't supposed to use the bandage, but actually I only had one... I had one splint. Bandages don't fix fractures. So as you can see here, I'm losing health as I'm walking because I have an injury. The problem is, I have no medical supplies, but we're in the med bay, so... Also, water heals you. So, is there anyone here? No. Oh, good. The auto dock. Right, there it is. Right, the auto dock allows you to treat wounds and infections if it has charges. You can also fill it with batteries if you have those. So basically, the auto dock is an on-level medkit. So, hurry, player 1. Good as new. Phonto, stop dying. I'm sorry, my bones are... Oh, look, vodka in the med bay. That's actually very valuable, and another splint. Oh, well, hello, sir. Didn't see you there. That's a wall. Oh, no. My line of fire is blocked. This is gonna... Okay, tactical maneuver here. So, if I was actually on the other side, I could shoot him, which is kind of odd. Walls and shit blocking your line of sight kind of gets into your way. It gets in your way really quickly, but the best thing to do in this situation is to back up. Now we can shoot him dead. Good. See, there's a little bit of tactical finesse and maneuvering, in combat, but typically, you'll start to automatically snap to positions where you can just shoot into a room, and also, you could do things like throw grenades up in that bitch and shit like that. But yes, this dude had an assault rifle, which we will legit not see for hours. So, yeah, I'm taking that. Also your bullets, and also your synthetic beef. Yes, the moo-moo. Which, here's a fun thing, you can make these with plastic as their crafting material. I don't know if that means that the food inside is also made out of plastic. It wouldn't fucking surprise me, though, knowing this game. But, armor! Whoop-de-doo! As you can see, these are way better than ours. Thank you. A shooted and a looted. Hooray! Okay, so, we also have mag pouches down here that we can store small inventory items. And also we have, food is actually very important here, as you can see here. This is our caloric monitor. This is how many calories we have remaining. If we get to 0, we start fucking dying. So unlike a lot of other extraction shooters that have food is actually really fucking important here. It also works into the whole Quasimorph thing later on, which is kind of freaky and weird, but that's kind of the whole point of Quasimorphs. They're freaky and weird. Okay, so morphine. Also, again, as you can see, negative 100 Quasimorphosis. That's very important, depending on where we're operating. Say, okay, so bandage and another first aid kit. Funny enough, if you don't loot these, you don't see this shit ever again, which is kind of odd. Water, which is good for putting out fires and also, restoring some health. But funny enough, this is the shit actually in our boat, but we don't actually see this shit ever again if you don't pick it up right now. So it's one of those tutorials where you can get a lot of advantageous things, but if you don't grab them, they're gone. But here are the cloning vats, where we make the mercenaries, and then we send them off on their merry way to die for profit. And before you ask, yes, if you stare at the situation really hard, you can make this a Necronica campaign, like, effortlessly. Also, well, actually, there's water in the toilet this time. Usually there's poo. Yes, there is poo. I haven't figured out what you do with poo, but poo is an item. That's open space. Yes, it is open space, and we suffered no ill effects for being in an open vacuum. Just go with it. Don't worry about it. If you worry about it, the Quasimorphs win. Remember, kids, if you think, Quasimodo wins. Don't think. Only money. Okay, here's our arsenal. Yeah, okay, and also, yes, damage types and resistance types, meaning that there's some caveats here, but typically all the damage that bullets do are valid, but things like fire can be negated by certain things. Like, for example, there are cyborgs or robots that are basically straight up immune to fire, which is very awkward if you happen to specialize and do it too hard. But usually, something with bullets kills things. Something that fires normal bullets typically kills literally everything you're encountering. Also cover, which is somewhat awkward sometimes, but if you are standing behind it and you don't actually, if you're standing behind it and don't attack, you will get cover bonuses. Okay, so we're going back in the, well, there he is. There's the man. But as you can see, since I'm in sneak, I know where he's moving around, and he's heading directly towards us. Surprise, fucker! See? It's that fucking easy! A lot of the time, the enemies won't run directly towards you like that, so you actually have to go to them. But it is that easy once you understand how the movement system, how turns work, and how damage works. Or rather, how shooting people works. For example, 792 or 797 is absolutely fantastic. Green tip ammunition for these guns absolutely obliterates everything. End of story. Xenonauts Dorfu. You don't need to do that all the time, but that's very useful. Right, also you can hold shift to just shoot at whatever direction you want. Okay, right. Active weapon is select the shooting mode. Hover the cursor over it to see the advantages and disadvantages of each. All right, so semi-automatic fire and, well, fully automatic fire and semi-automatic fire. Obviously, shooting, fully automatic is going to have less accuracy but do more damage. However, in most cases, just leaving it on full auto is entirely fine. Ah, yes. So the Liberator, which is 797, but fuck that, I'll just take the ammo, and then disassemble the gun. Here's a really good pro tip. Trash we can get anywhere, so that's really not that vital. But here's a really good pro tip for people starting out. You may not want an item, but you may want what it's made out of. And there's some deceptive things in this game that are actually you're kind of a bitch, but you learn to look past them. Or you learn to get around them, because, certain things like getting ammo and crafting supplies are somewhat deceptive. Okay, more bullets. Green tipped in space. Yes, AP. Zap. Fado, don't forget that going Tarkov naked with a knife is really actually great early on. Oh, I didn't actually know Naked Man runs were actually valid, but yeah, okay. I understand why. Pipes. My god, the pipes. But okay, so let's see here. What's expendable here? Because you're going to have to make this choice a lot here, because we don't have... It's going to be a bit before we get some nice backpacks. So, we'd like to stack up on armor plates just to have the supply. Pipes aren't really that useful. But we probably will have a section of the Magnum that is just the pipe room once we get out of this. But okay, so, let's see here. What would be the most opportune thing to drop? I think cloth is obviously probably the least useful, most commonly acquired thing. Armor plates are good for a lot of crafting, even though we don't have a lot of crafting recipes currently. Also, if we wanted to go... Well, actually, we don't have a knife, so we can't, like, cut up the body parts and take the human meat. We can do that, though. Okay. Oh! That's nice. The upgraded version of the 797 pistol. Literally in the next room. Good I didn't get attached, but we won't really need that. That's a good gun, but we won't really need that. And the mystical plastic. Now, there is one gun I think I want to grab here, and it's the auto-mag gun. Or the E-mag gun, which is goofy. Their gimmick is they have infinite ammo, but they break themselves when you fire. However, there's a character that has... His special trait is guns degrade 100% less. So I kind of wanted to try that. I kind of missed out on that. But okay, so... To the engine room! Someone threw grenades into the machine room again. Again! Okay, so grenades. These, actually, we may want to hold on to. Honestly, the water is probably the least useful thing. So, make some space for some grenades, but we're also going to have to... Actually, did I just pick that up and... Yeah, I did. I'm an idiot. I just picked it up and put it down. I picked it up and I put it down. But that's a turret. That's useful, and we're also going to come back for it really quickly. Okay, yes. The coal nodes. Yes. Civil resistance... Weird, freaky space communist thing. Well, less freaky than the alien things. But, so, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this turret over here, and then we're just gonna walk away. Or rather, we're gonna go in here, because there's shit in here, but we're just gonna walk away. There's landmines, and more 7-9. Right, okay, I'm running, I can't pick up anything, right. Running gets you places faster. However, you can't pick anything up. 9mm bullets. Okay, pressure mines, which aren't really that amazing, but okay, yeah. So yes, they're going for the engine room. Yep, they're going for the colonel. So what we're going to do is we're just gonna right. So it's control. Wait, nope, wrong way. Right. So control to step into an area with an item on it, and then we're gonna just close the door. No, turret's fine. See? Well done, Frank! I know, right? Turrets! That's what turrets are good for! Unfortunately, the tutorial immediately ends right there, and so we can't go loot anything, but turrets. It's over. The Magnum has sustained minor damage. Basically, it won't affect the functionality of the equipment and crew, so we can go where we want and do what we want. The system is open to us. There's a lot of lag here on these. Interesting. There's some lag on the conversations. That might have come as a side effect of another update. Your Magnum dong is damaged. We'll get over that. But yes, we won by sitting in a room and watching the turret murder everyone. It can be that easy. So yes, if you're concerned about how running out in front of the enemy and, you know, getting your shit shot off is kind of, you know, annoying and setting you back a lot, sometimes you just don't have to. But okay, so there's that. There's some weapon parts. Even though everything gets healed when you come back to the ship, so we will need these for crafting, but not now. So we have storage compartments in the cargo, but these are infinite, by the way. So if you fill these up and put another item in them, they create a new row. So these are infinite for now, anyway. But yes, a sharp object. Which, honestly, I think we're going to actually grab a knife, because I don't think we're going to need the pistol for right now, even though 792 is going to go real, well, 797, right, 797. 797 is going to go really fucking quick. It's a shame, but it's going to go really fucking quick. So, we'll unload the ammo for the Hydra. And we'll take the sharp pokey stick. And some food, obviously, because we're going on a mission right after this. So, some food. See, we're already using the slot. I think you do have to take up slots, but it's more important that you utilize the slots efficiently. So if you have an item that can stack, if you're using the slot, you might as well stack the items. Now, early on, you don't want to, you know, fuck up and die and lose all your items, so that's somewhat of a concern, but once you really get rolling, death is actually kind of rare sometimes, if you know what you're doing. And by know what you're doing, I mean come in oversupplied. To be honest, don't use Frank. There's a better choice in one of your current clones. There is. There's Percy, who is absolutely ridiculous. But, right, you know what? We should probably, since we actually didn't get... Oh, right, no, that's at the end of the tutorial in the other mission, right. The EMAG pistols you get for free. Or rather, the EMAG pistol you get for free. You know what? Frank, we're taking all of this. Alright, so that will go on to... Right, and speaking of which, here's Frank. We can certainly do as Jane said, contracts are waiting, but as the saying goes, honor is everything. Honor is lost, everything is lost. Honor is preserved, everything is preserved. Where did I get that from the last stream? Here. We were able to track down the exact location of the shuttle launches. It's Rogue City. Most likely Civil Resistance has set up a training center and a transshipment point there. Before we start chasing money, I suggest dealing with them right here and right now. I mean, yes, we could do that, or we could ignore that, and do they hate us yet? No, they don't. We could actually ignore that in the hopes of preserving relations, but yeah, no, fuck those guys. I'm glad honor is not an empty word to you, boss. Just in case, I'll remind you about the standard mission preparation interface. On this screen, you can choose the operative who will go on the mission. The chip with combat skills that will be integrated into the freshly printed clone and the equipment that we will issue to the fighter for the mission. Yes, okay, so bioprinter screen. Right, so now there's, as you can see at the bottom here, there's a lot of stats here, but the bottom is the most important thing because that's their specific trait. So Frank here has weapon durability 100%. Victoria here has weapon range +2, which really isn't that useful. Percy has +5 to all resistances, and as Seth pointed out in his video, is the only character who, properly equipped, can set himself on fire and not take any damage. So that's what Percy's good for. And then there's Isabella, who is immune to infections, which actually saves you, quite a bit in terms of inventory space, as you don't have to carry antibiotics. So Frank, I think we're going to use with the EMAG guns, because I kind of want to see where that's going. But obviously, first out of the gate here, Percy and Isabella have the most immediate bonuses. Like, Percy just refuses to die, and Isabel doesn't get infected. But we're gonna use Percy. I like Percy. Having, obviously having, being immune to infections is very, very useful, but I like Percy. I like being nearly, indestructible. So let's see here. I think Scouts of Hades is probably going to start with... The two starting classes aren't really all that amazing. So this is always your character's perk, so that doesn't change up there, but these are the classes that you can now select. So I think... Actually, Eclipse Blades is more melee focused, but I don't really use melee in combat. Though you could probably make some pretty spooky fucking builds in order to utilize melee for instant kills and shit like that. Naked Capet with AK with a knife is legit the best for starting. Understandable, because when she gets hurt, she doesn't get infected. You don't have to worry about this sort of thing. But I like being a tank. Okay, so now we equip Percy. So the thing is that Percy here is going to have to carry antibiotics, which Capet isn't going to need. So that's her main strength there. However, I like having additional resistances in all capacities. I like having, if I happen to fuck up, just straight up not taking damage in some cases. Just ignoring the damage entirely. Okay, so... Bandage. Splint. First aid kits. I shouldn't be taking all of these, but you know what will survive if I happen to fuck up. Okay, now we need food. Though there's a lot of food on the ground here, so fucking let's see here. We don't need to go into these. We don't really need to call those into question here, but I think actually 800 calories is probably totally fine. Also, cannibalism is free food with zero downside to her. Oh, okay, that also works. Oh, I didn't really look into that, but you'll know what I've been specking into once we get out of the tutorial. You will very quickly realize what Phonto has been doing aside from delving into every single class. You will very quickly understand what the hell I've been doing with my time, rather than understanding the ins and outs of every single character in every single class. That much I promise you. But okay, so we'll probably pick up a lot of equipment on the ground, so we don't need to come in with too much equipment here, but we're definitely going to be kind of sparing with that 797 because that will go quick, and it's going to be a while before we get more. Well, it could vary depending on how on how certain things go. But you know what? We're going to put this in here. Save the inventory slot. Yeah, Quasimorphosis is a concern, but it's not as difficult as you might think. You just need to prepare for it. But obviously, if you don't know what you're walking into, you're going to be unprepared for it. But Mars doesn't have any. So Mars has no Quasimorphosis, or the meter doesn't go up on Mars. So Mars is a free zone where you can just do whatever, and you're just killing people and you don't have to worry about Quasimorphs. At least for the first part of the game. You don't have to worry about the meter going up, but you may encounter the enemies if, say, the freaky Aztec aliens decide to come conquer Mars. Which can happen. Okay, yes, we're not getting paid for this, but we're doing it for the money. The money on the ground down there, I mean. We're not getting paid directly, we're taking it from them. Okay, so this is actually, We do actually want to go around the entire mission because there is a lot of nice things, but they're also not necessary. However, we will get some actually bitchin' rad armor here if we happen to play our cards right. And by playing our cards right, I mean not fucking dying while we're engaging people. Also, lore. Which we're not going to read, because who gives a shit about space communists? You are very free to read, play the game. I highly recommend buying it and experience the story yourself, though there isn't much story currently. The game's very open-ended. It's one of those games where it's not necessarily a story-based game. Wow, Jesus fucking Christ. Already? That's the elevator right over there? Fuck!
Hi, Twitch won't shut up until I broadcast being subbed for this long.
Wow. I'm sorry it's forcing you to be an obsessive-compulsive viewer destroyer, but thank you for resubscribing, sir. Welcome back to the show. Right, so the game is, it's very much a game that's set up for runs. The story itself is kind of the story you make for yourself, from what I can see. Apparently there's going to be more story missions, but currently it's basically just a go in, play the funny system that's, that's handed to you, and then see how it comes out at the end. Yep, they're literally right there. That guy's got really good fucking armor, though, so we're gonna actually, no. Okay, so can we get them to... Yes! Thank you, stupid. Okay, so, that guy's got really good armor. However, we have to tread very carefully into this area. Is there anybody else? There is more people in there. They just haven't done anything else. Yep, there. Yep. However, there's also a couple of fun things you can do here. This is gonna waste ammo, but behold, Levolution. Oh, shit, that's two of them. Tactical withdrawal. Wow. Okay, one of them's walking... Actually, no, I think I managed to kill one by accident. There's a dead man in the corner. They didn't see the man shoot open the wall, kill a turret and their comrade, or anything. I could see the blood spatters move. They're coming this way. Yep. That's a fun way. I haven't actually realized you can get that far into it, but you can in fact do that. Well, what I could do is I could get behind this cover. As you can see, they're very chunky with that fucking armor. Also, they have really scary laser rifles that, thank God, they're not using. Hooray! Oh. Not hooray. Wait, simmer that. Right, so yeah, this is really good armor that we're not going to see for several hours of gameplay, and I have legit survived fuck knows how long with this armor. And actually, my other run, the one that I just nuked to start this game, went so fucking well, I still have the starter knives in my inventory. I never lost those. Remember, you may not want the item, but you may want it, what it's made out of. Also, this freaky laser gun. However, we're gonna need the batteries. That's what we're going to need. So, we don't see these for a while, so I'm gonna grab one. But we'll be economical with the inventory, but we don't see these for quite some time. We also get a sweet backpack in this mission. Oh. Well, hello there. That guy had a flamethrower. That would have gotten very bad very quick. Okay, can I... See, if I hit him, it's fine. Okay, we're still outside of the turret's range. Fantastic. The turret is neutralized. See, this could have at any moment totally fucking killed me, but you start to realize how you can dance around these situations, and then the game becomes incredibly easy. Which is good, because it's fun then! Oh, well, hello. Yep, that's a flamethrower. Ooh, food. Well, I'll eat that. And more ammo. Also, shit. Okay, now we're out of space for ammo, so cloth goes. That's relatively common. Do you do want a reserve? Anybody else out there? Nope, fantastic. And another assault rifle, if you wanted to carry it, but that's the thing. This is gonna make anybody who's a loot goblin, like, basically sit there and be in wasting eternal pain for the amount of shit you have to leave behind. But the game isn't really played like that. You'll see, you'll soon see what I'm talking about. But okay, so I think, well, once we run out of 792, I guess what we're going to be doing is switching to that energy weapon, which is somewhat suboptimal for my plans. But so, disassemble, 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 disassemble. Okay, do we have anything else that we want to go into? Disassemble, 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 disassemble. Spill fuel? Oh, shit, you can do that too. Okay, so nothing but weapon parts. There's fuel, obviously, but that's not actually utilized for anything. I'm a little overloaded on medical supplies, but because I didn't really think this mission can be kind of dicey. As you saw what that turret did on the tutorial mission to the enemy forces. Either of these could have totally wrecked me, but I just managed to through mostly caution, get around them. And, well, now we have room for a stack of cloth now, since I didn't realize I didn't notice the chick up here. So now we can have the cloth back. Amazing. So yeah, again, if you're using the slot, utilize the slot. See, this is a little painful to do this, but we straight up do not have the room to carry this armor out of here. One suit is good enough. However, these batteries are going to be very useful. Okay, so oh, right, okay. Okay, so the plastic, it's a shame to have to leave all the plastic behind, but you get that relatively easily. It's fucking plastic. It's just basic bare bones plastic, and every time you eat something or drink something, you typically leave behind plastic. Ooh, those we're gonna want to stock up on. Okay, so... I suppose thread would be the, the odd man out there. These you're gonna want, because those are like the primary way you fight off, Quasimorphosis when you're actually in an area with it. They're very space efficient, and they actually, they fight back a lot of the, the effects. Or rather, reduce the magic timer down here. So yeah, this is the other mechanic that we don't have to deal with right now, but that's Q-morphosis phase. Smoking a cigarette makes it go down 100. Drinking alcohol makes it go down 100. Shooting up morphine makes it go down 100. I don't know why. I don't know why eating and consuming drugs makes it go down, but there you go. As you might imagine, Poppy Straw makes morphine, but we need to go find the item chip for that, but we'll get into that later. Ooh. Damn. Microchips are also kind of rare, but we don't really need them right now. Oh, sweet mother of Jesus Christ, the backpack. Thank God! I don't remember where it was, but thank God for that. Inventory space! We're saved! Thank God, inventory space. I'm stealing all of your poppies. Ha ha ha! It is now my opium. The chip, did I? Oh, right, the chip. I forgot about the chip. Right. Microchips are somewhat hard to come by, but they're useful in making things like turrets. They're uncommon, though. It's not like they're amazingly rare, but they're uncommon. Just enough to be annoying. Okay, so back here to the pile of bodies with all of the loot. The string, I can take that back. Yeah. Okay, so... I suppose we could start actually making a stack of plastic, too. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Let's see here. Anything else that I need out of you guys? I don't need another energy rifle. Did I leave any useful information or useful items next to on your corpses? These weapon parts, I guess. Which we can also disassemble, and what do you know? A stack of trash. There you go. There's our slots. So as you can see, it's amazing when you actually have more inventory space, but the idea is that if you use the slots you have as efficiently as possible. You make up a stockpile, and then you remember, oh, I have a stockpile, I don't need any of this shit, and you don't grab it. Anybody home? No? Okay then. A severed foot. Okay. Oh. Beppis. The cans are also useful, but we don't have room. Also, what do you know? It's morphine. You know what? That's more useful for that. And these are somewhat annoying to come by if you're doing if you're doing things a certain way. So, unfortunately, there goes the plastic dreams. Also, food. See, more plastic. I'm shitting it out. Yeah, get the maximum value out of each slot. Yeah, if you start building a stack, build that fucking stack. Ah! Fuck! Ow! But that's Percy, though. I got shot and nothing bad happened. Thank you, 5+ resists out of the gate. And also, bullshit armor. See? Shit like that will get you killed if you're not paying attention. But, of course, you can start to build your character in a way that it just doesn't matter. But okay, yes, walk into the fire. That man's on fire. Yep, and then they burn to death. Sometimes you don't even have to act. But yeah, so, we took 5 hit points of damage there, but no injuries, which is the major important thing. So as soon as we find some water or something, which is relatively common, we could just heal that back, and we basically don't even care. Okay, so have bandages, have splints, that's fine. Armor repair, why not? These give shotgun shells, but we don't have enough room for those. Well, there are ways we can get large supplies of things. So the thing is, you want to be a loot goblin literally out of the gate, but it's not necessarily needed if you know how to utilize certain elements like the barter system, which is hilarious if you know what you're doing. And by that mean have an ounce of like trading know-how or expertise. That's a naked man with a hatchet. Save some of that ammo. Only need one. They're not wearing any armor. Ah, a snickerdoodle. And, well, there's a water bottle. Okay, then. As you can see here by the food meter going down here, I actually do need to eat. You do need to keep on top of that shit. Actually, well, you know what? If we're sitting here... A chopper. Yes, it's literally called a chopper. Haha, orc. Okay, those actually reward plastic of all fucking things. But you see, you could do this with the armor and everything else, but you could also do it with the body parts too, as what is this screen's for. In fact, I have a knife, so I can't carry anything, but... It's free real estate! Did I just disembowel that man for no apparent reason? Yes. It was for demonstration purposes. Okay, this is the warehouse stairs. We want to go up here. Right, so we want to go up here because there's even more shit in here. The buckshot and a blood bag, which we don't need. You can drink blood. It raises quasimorphosis, though. Yeah, so we don't really want to rush around corners because we know what happened last time. Oh. Man's dead. Amazing tactical genius. Okay, this man has a... Oh, we blew his arm off. We blew his arm... That's how he died. We blew his arm off. That's why his gun's on the ground next to things that look like his arm. Okay, so we are full on cloth and we're full on armor. Good. We don't need no mores. Like I said, it's gonna be incredibly painful to leave a lot of this shit behind, but there's more. There's so much more. Oh, shit, a data miner. You know, that'll help. We may not need that here, but that'll help. That basically reveals the entire level for us. That's actually really fucking good. I may save that. Assemble this. Yeah, not much else we need. You need food. Oh. Munch. That's a chainsword. Yes, it is. Am I going to use it? No, because I haven't really mastered melee builds. The hell? Oh, it's the cheapo helmet. Okay. Ah! Ramen. Doesn't look like there's anybody here. Interesting. Instant noodles. Okay, so there's no one here. Okay, use scanner. Plastic. There's some stuff in there. Okay, so item. This will just show you what's in the level. We need to go back to the elevator, obviously. That's where all the dead bodies are, or rather, just, we need to get up to the warehouse. We're dawdling something fierce here. So we need to go back to the room with the stair right over there. So we're dawdling something fierce here, but usually, you know, you want to move around, especially in the earlier levels, or like the earlier part of the game, you want to move around just in case you might find there's another fucking scanner in the next room. These are two copies of the same room right next to each other. But you don't want to really dawdle too much because, you know, you don't really need to once you get established. And ooh, quad damage, which I actually thought was the quad damage power up, but no, it's the universe equivalent to fucking Four Loko, more or less. It's alcoholic. Ah. Also, these cans of poison, or of green goo, are actually very dangerous. Do not break those. Imagine a fire that never goes out. That's kind of what they are. They make a poison hazard that stays there forever. Well, that and you'll starve eventually, yes. You do want to get on with the show here, but you don't really need to spend too much time, even though you want to scour the entire level for loot. I entirely understand it. But the thing is, you're rather limited on what kind of loot you can carry and shit like that. It's really annoying. But you learn to work around it, and the world does open up relatively quickly, again, if you master bartering. But 2 men. Actually, more than 2 guys. One of them has a fucking grenade launcher over there. Unfortunately, everything is in the way. You guys gonna do anything about me? You know, I kind of just walked in and... Okay, well, there we go. That's a shotgun. Oops. I kind of just walked in and shot your buddy there. Are you gonna do anything about it? The wonders of stagger mechanics. Okay. Right, that's a Starlock pistol. We don't really need that. The grenades may come in handy, though. Food. Sadly, we're pissing out the last of the 792 very quickly here, which is, or 797. Why do I keep saying? Oh, right, Foxhole. That's why I keep saying 792. But yes, a grenade launcher. You know what? We got one of those back at base, right? Also, the hunt. I like that. That's a nice random drop there. That gun's actually really good. Okay, what can we drop? 2 weapon parts, or that's easy to come by. I like that, even though 797 or 97. Not say it is right. I keep forgetting what it is. Assault rifle ammo, right. Right, by watching Rogue Trader. Well, there's also that. We're gonna be doing some rogue tradering in here, in a manner of speaking. The other sharp object is on Frank. Okay, so what do we do with the grenades? Okay, you know what? Because this is annoying the shit out of me. We're not going to see this gun for a while, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be using the batteries for something way more fucking important. We may not ever actually use that, because I certainly didn't use it the first playthrough. Or rather, the second playthrough, technically. And this entire room is why the tutorial, like, skipping the tutorial makes the game measurably fucking more difficult. Unload the space gun. Did I? Glass bottle. Those are useful, but not right now. What do you mean, unload the space gun? It was already unloaded. Right? Yes. So you gotta make a lot of difficult choices early on. Hello? It's a random rib bone on the floor. You gonna do anything? Thank you! Wait, no, wrong button. It's control to do that. Because you have to control to move on to, like, squares with bodies on them and shit like that, and it gets kind of weird. Shift is you look and you shoot. Okay, yeah, nothing really amazing here. I'd like an item chip or something like that, but I don't think anything like that spawns in the tutorial. Glass. That's useful, but we're not gonna need that. We're not gonna need that small of an amount of it. Okay, so we came in through this room. So the way up would be this room. Yeah, so we immediately up over here. We got the stuff. I think I left the EMAG bullets behind, but let's just get out of here because my inventory is absolutely fucking full to bursting. We'll get a lot. I think there are ways to acquire those. Right. More lore. Didn't want to click on that though. But, well, there's the elevator out once we need to fucking leave. But okay, so, right, that. We need to blow up a console. Also, I need food so I don't fucking starve. I'm gonna close that on the fire. Just gonna, oh no. Unfortunately, I blew up the food. Oh no! Ah! More instant ramen. Satiating. Okay, medical glue. That's very useful. The only problem is I don't have any space for any of that shit. Well, I'll remember it on the way out. It's down here. Medical glue works as a splint and a bandage, which is very useful because you save a slot. Hello. Oh no. Pew. Nope. Nothing down here. Okay. An eyeball. Yes, that's exactly what I expected to find here. An eyeball. Okay, well, we need to get going here because I'm gonna run out of food and die. However, I do have a quad damage, so there's that. So, it's over there. Yep. Tad bit drunk. Oh, thank goodness. More grenades and more. Yo. I think that was instant noodles. Okay. Vodka useful, but I don't got no inventory space for it. Okay. That stuff also useful. But again, no inventory space for it. Okay, now I'm hoping this kind of hooks her. Wait a minute. Wait. Is that room over there, right? Actually, I'm just blowing up the floor. What the fuck? 792 blows right through that shit. Yep. That's a little odd. Okay. Actually, no. Hello. Nice to meet you too. However, that is a wall. I didn't mean to do that. I want the microchip. Okay, now we'll go and... Actually, you know what? That guy's right next to the thing we... Actually, that's what we need to blow up. But that guy is right next to the thing we need... In the room with the thing we need to blow... Oh. You know, it'll probably be fine. Yep, totally fine. Surf's up! Yep, everything's fine. Yes, you need to reload. The tutorial says like, way into the mission. Yep, Yep, whole shit's on fire. I probably don't want to be caught in that, though. Okay, mission is complete. Yep, that guy just kind of burned to death in the corner there. Did he have anything good on him? Ah! Food and more battery. Thank you, sir. These I will need. Thank you. Good day. Wow. Yeah, fuck it. Time to leave, as we're almost out of calories. Mission complete! We not only took the valuables, they didn't really take anything, but patched up the holes from the boarding shuttles. In Rogue City, we had everything we needed for that. Boss, we also found a PCPU with a database belonging to the Ancom Corporation. There's a lot of information about Quasimorph research. They are willing to generously compensate for our expenses in return for such a valuable intellectual property. But of course, we made a copy of all that data from their device. their agent is ready to meet us in Reba Sky City in orbit of Mars. Right, so, mission complete. Say, unload all that shit. A very, very successful tutorial. Okay, so, map of the solar system. Yes, right. So, this is where we move around, and now we get to the other part of the video game. The trading. But first, the mission. So, we need to go to Mars.
Roger. Clock. You are going for the orbit. TWR cutoff. Confirm TWR cutoff. Roger. In.
Choose Reba Sky City to visit. It's a peaceful station, so there's no need to equip operatives. Equip the operatives and we'll go there. Also, when we send clones to perform barter, we load all the items into the shuttle, so there's no need to make multiple trips if something is forgotten. When you are ready, take the PCPU with the research and send an operative. Okay, so there's that. So Reba Sky City here. And then we'll just have Percy here, who has, well, nothing on him currently. So we need this. And then we will go down to the planet's surface. Or in this case, I think we're on an oil rig. I think this is the planet's surface. And now we see the barter system. Have you brought us our intellectual property? Great. Find the representative here at the station and deliver the PCPU to... deliver the PCPU. To do this, click on the pile of boxes next to it. Yes. So, how the barter system works. This man wants crap. We bring him crap, but in this case, it's a scripted exchange. We get stuff. Okay, boots. Very nice. Military backpack, 797. I need to integrate that into my head. A rifle, another 797 rifle. That is slightly better, slightly slower recoil, slightly slower reload for slightly higher damage. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but thanks for the free stuff. Good work, mercenary. If you need contracts, we regularly distribute them through the SBN channels. Work for us and you will become rich, but if you stand in our way, the consequences will be dreadful. I hope we understand each other. 797. It's really annoying that they made it 797 to be different, but right. So, I don't think we have anything to sell these people on us right now, but I know exactly where we're going next. Well, I know what we're looking for. So that's the job done, and this is the most important part of the game here, well, for progressing item chips. So, we unlocked the smuggler. What's next, boss? Money. So, come into the spacecraft screen here, and we see the inventory and also the production. Oh, right, that was funny. Shit. Right. I was gonna read that one, but that's a fun little quip about how we can produce things for free, though one corporation tried to add a surtax to producing items. The result was a 6-day war. But, so, now we can produce items, and this is where we're going to be doing a lot of our money-making strategies here. So the armor... Well, hey, wait a minute. Okay, so armor... What did we pick up? Smuggler. All right, boots. We got boots. Wow, boots. That depends. How much is the opposition paying? That's the CEO mindset. Right, okay. So, now, what we're looking for is something specific here, but I don't think it's spawned here, though we could sell batteries here. We're looking for a very specific trade, which I'm not exactly sure is here on Mars, but let's look at the system map, because we can look at every system and see where everyone is. Now, yes! Okay, that's not random, which is very troubling. Okay, so, folks, this is probably going to get fixed, but I, on my very own, found a broke-ass loophole in the system. Not that the game is really that well along, so it's not really surprised, but come along and let's go on a magical adventure to Daydream Chemicals and how to totally break the economy from the get-go.
Roger. Clock. You are going
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Earth. So, we're gonna go down to, the Akatsuki Kojo orbital factory here, owned by Daydream Chemicals, which is accepting glass and acid. Now, this is interesting because if we go to the stock exchange and we look up Daydream Chemicals, which is here, they are giving, as a reward, chemtrail ammunition, which is made out of glass and acid. Are you starting to see where the magic's going to happen? I bet you can. Also, batteries break down into glass and acid, which is why I grabbed those. But let's go on an adventure and totally bust the economy in half from the word go. Okay, so this is probably going to take up a lot of time. There's going to be a surprisingly little amount of shooting while I'm doing this, because this is going to take a little bit, but also, oh, we are so going to be absolutely just ready to go. Okay, so, take the batteries. As is our first offering here, I don't think we have any more of those. Right, we don't have any more? Right, okay, so, what we do. Disassemble that down into glass and acid. And then we walk all the way over here to the trader here, and we say, I see you're buying glass and acid. Well, I've got some right here. Oh, well, you've given me things that make chemtrail ammunition, which, if I immediately break it down directly into your face, I just smash it on the ground, it's more glass and acid. However, it is a little odd that they didn't give me too much immediately, so they might actually this might actually bust the, we might have rolled so low that we won't get what we want out of this, but we might be able to, maybe, yeah, I think so? Oh, fiddlesticks. Damn, we rolled too low. We bust! Damn! Now, we can get chains of this shit going so hysterically high that I will be here for hours re-rolling the same equipment. We just rolled too low, sadly. But, oh, we'll be back. Oh, we will definitely be back. So good, that's gonna be our backbone. It's like one of the major totally busted loopholes that we have in the entire economy here. The fact that chem ammunition and batteries yield a little bit too much of the resources when you break them down, and thus you can create a hilarious barter chain. So unfortunately, we screwed that up because we rolled too low. However, we can just fix that by getting more glass and acid, which is relatively easy. So, bit of a slow start there, but now you see the chaos that will arrive here. Let's go see if we have anybody else here. So what we could do is we could say, go to another system that Daydream Chem owns. Unfortunately, no, okay. What stations do Daydream Chemicals own? Nope. Nope, well, that's being taken over by the Quasimorphs. Yep. They're just here. They're peaceful people eating people. They want human blood. I don't know why. But they're paying a lot for it. Right, so... Right. Brain Blast here. Let's see here. SBN is giving out batteries. And what do you know? There's an SBN station here that's asking for microchips. However, can I make makeshift batteries here? I don't think I have the blueprints for them, even though you can make them down on the surface. So they want semiconductors, and they will give batteries, which I break down for more glass and acid. So let's go over there. Obviously, the quickest way to get all this shit back together is just to go back to Mars and ream out more raw resources. But you can actually play this game as a trading simulator and get really fucking far doing that. So we'll take those. I would like for you to give me a stack of 60 batteries, please. It's random, but please. Well, 40 batteries. That's good enough, thank you. Disassemble. Oh, right! Here's another microchip. That's not enough to get them to trade more, but this station wants microchips and gives energy weapons that give microchips. Well, look at all these business opportunities! All we had to do was summon a freaky alien Aztec monster who is actually listed on the stock market. Yep, that's them. They're over there. They're trading on the stock market. They had their IPO. It was bursting into our universe. Okay, so there's that. Unfortunately. Yeah, shit, we should have... Actually, you know what? Did we break down those other... No, I think we did. That's where we got all the microchips from. Right, okay, so... Also, auto-sort. Right, okay, so we have... glass and acid, and glass and acid. Not a whole lot, but really what we're banking on is we're getting a chain of having glass... glass and acid spawn chem ammo to make more glass and acid to spawn more chem ammo. You see where this goes. It's a wave that we have to build up, and we could sit here for fucking hours. But this is a way you could play the game to get equipment to be really fucking strong in missions, without actually even going on the missions. However, this doesn't... There's a flaw to this, and the flaw is... Actually, hang on here. Since chem ammo is... Well, actually, Divide. Let's try and game this a little bit, because I haven't really experimented with gaming this. That's 56, so they want 10. $76. Actually, I think just giving them the glass would be enough. Yep. Bingo! Da 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 da. Oh, it's a shotgun. No, fuck you. Give me more. Da 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 da. Here we go. Now we keep doing this until it coughs up item chips. Then we can build shit. Build shit that makes us very strong. However, it won't do it at this low of a level here, but we're just building... We're building up the wave here. This is what we're doing. Oh. Bust. So yeah, if you actually lowball this, they will give you more stuff, funny enough. And I think there's stuff on the... Yeah, it's piling up on the ground. It's piling up on the ground. Yep. And I figured this out all on my own. It's totally broken, but it does... the barter system should be this effective, but this is totally busted as fuck. They're not really giving us item chips, though, which is kind of annoying, but we have enough to keep trying until we get some. You know what the most annoying thing is going to be? The fucking pipes. That's what it's going to be, the pipes left on the ground. Okay, so let's try and... Let's go big here. Still no fucking item chips? Really? Come on, guys! So are the chem guns any good? Apparently they were buffed to be actually pretty good. I just don't use them, but utilizing them here in the barter system to break the entire economy into smithereens is kind of the important bit. Case in point. Yep, it's just yep, glass and acid is just piling up on the ground. And some pipes, too. Imagine if I was actually using chemtrail ammunition. I could actually just make an infinite supply of the shit right now. But okay, so... Son of a bitch. I mean, we've got tons of it, but son of a fucking bitch, where is the item chips? They're usually not this stingily. Usually they cough up like one. And I threw it on the ground. I'm an adult. You have infinite tries. This is true, but I think there might be a problem here with my rep here. They may not be giving out the item chips yet, which is a little annoying. Maybe we did this too fast. Yeah, no, they'd be giving it out to us already. Son of a bitch. Well, hell, we've got lots of drugs, though, to make for other trading items, because people do want antidotes and they do want mechs. Or, naloxone? Which is, what is it called? Kind of like the drug from Fallout that relieves all, addictions. I can't remember what it is, what that's called. Takes the ammo sack for future use. I mean, yes, but we could also do other fun things. Oh dear lord. Fixer. Yeah, that's basically what Nalo is. It just cures all addictions. But it's piling up on the ground. So, the wondrous idea of me being bad at this game, you know, people being bad at this game, yeah, I could fix that real quick. You just do this. Yeah, unfortunately they're not giving it, but we've got a large supply of the, drugs. We can sell the drugs. Also, a hilarious building wave of chem ammunition. And pipes. Got lots of pipes. And shotgun, actually, the shotgun shells are actually... We get shotgun shells, too. Do you know what that means? We get gunpowder. So we can make other forms of ammunition once we have the blueprints to do so. So this is a wellspring of everything. So yeah, be right back. I've got to just watch that stuff on the floor. I've got to put some stuff away. Okay, so we're gonna do, 2 we'll sort out here, but 3 is gonna be the glass and acid storage area. Actually, the drugs, no. We're gonna label 3 as commodities, right? 1 is gonna be everything, because everything you make and all the construction materials, everything you make in the ship goes to the first cargo hold anyway. So 1 is just gonna be storage of other things. We'll sort these things out as we go. 2. See, that's drugs. 2, we'll slowly sort out to ammo, I think. Right, and the regular construction materials can go over to cargo hold 1. See, 3 is already... Well, 3 is commodities. 4, I think, will be actually medical supplies we need. Right? Medical supplies we need, and I think 4 will be our actual ready room for all of our guns and ammo. Or equipment we need. So equipment we need and consumables we need. That's how we'll do this. And also magic green tip ammo. When did we get that? That must have been a reward, but when did that show up? That shit's amazing. That kills everyone. Okay, so there's that, and we bring the glass and acid back and go back a trading. The cheese is growing. Yes, it is, by utilizing trade routes. Which, I honestly feel like you should be able to play this game like this if you're smart enough to do this. Is this kind of silly? Yes. Should I be able to, like, powerhouse trade? Yeah, I think so. I kind of want that. I want that to stay as a game mechanic, though I will admit this is totally fucking broken. My power grows! You know, actually, it's pretty good that we don't have item chips. They're just giving me ammo instead of the item chips, which is, again, sustaining the reaction. Okay, so you go in there, and you go in here, and you go in there. I threw it on the ground. Okay, so what do they give us for 2,000? Yeah, they're not giving us item chips. We must have too low of a rep here, but thanks for all the free chem ammo. How much before they make you a board member? I don't know, but pretty fucking soon, most likely. But here's what we'll do. We'll stock up on the med supplies, and we'll go trade somewhere else. Maybe somebody who's actually going to give us the, the item chips we need. So maybe this is gameable the way it is, even if they aren't giving us item chips currently. Good lord, that's a lot of chem ammo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, this is even more busted than the first time I tried it. Also, we're getting scraps from weapons and everything else, too. There's a 3D printer for everything in the game we really need, honestly. We're gonna have scraps for crafting weapon pipes. The pipes are growing. We can't stop it. Okay, so we'll leave that there. And bring all the shit back to the ship. The shotgun shells. Yeah, I did this another way with another set of traders. I was drowning in Dragon's Breath shells by abusing another trading system another way. And that was basically just by providing food to one station to gain hollow points to sell to another station that was giving me alcohol, and then selling the alcohol to another station that was giving me Dragon's Breath and Dragon's Breath and food to complete the cycle over and over again. So you get into stable trade routes, which is not something you get out of Tarkov, because it would be incredibly fucking broken if not done with extreme care. Like right now. I do like this game, but man, there are some ways to break this bitch right in half. And then the game just becomes a joyride because you have so much good equipment that you aren't on the razor's edge of death anymore. This is the Mountain Blade Butter Tree. I don't know anything about that one, but I'm sure that a lot of games have totally busted trading mechanics like this. And like I said, this is broken purely from a balance standpoint. If I can sit here doing this forever, and I really probably shouldn't. But I would like to be able to, like, power game trade. I would like to be able to utilize trading in order to become incredibly powerful without necessarily, hopping into missions. I would like a business side of this. In the game that is, in the game world that is apparently, anarchistic capitalism. Apparently. Oh dear God, there's still more here. I didn't even disassemble all of this shit. There's still more here. My God. Butter lasts a hilariously long time in Mountain Blade. One place sells it cheap, other buys it for a hilariously high price. Yep. Buy low, sell high, and then, you make the most of it. But in this case, we're getting rewards out of a vendor that's buying the same buying the shit the rewards are made out of to give you more rewards to deconstruct and sell back to him over and over and over again. We don't even have to move. But so, how much chem ammo are we gonna get out of this one? Dear God! I guess we've become a pharmaceutical company now. Yep, that's us. I have no idea what we're gonna use all the pipes for. That's the real question, though. What are we gonna use all the pipes we keep getting from deconstructing these weapons? Because they're growing. My god, the pipes, they're growing. How much... Actually, yeah, it's funny. This is even more broken immediately out of the gate because of how limited the pool of items is. So, you can very easily get just the chem ammo if you want the chem ammo. Though if I wanted to game this, I'd probably get more chem ammo quicker. Like, or get it more reliably. But there's just so much of it. Jesus Christ, take it. Jesus Christ, it's piling up on the floor. Just take it. My god, we're never gonna run out. So now I basically have a 3D printer for weapon parts, drugs, and gunpowder. And pipes. Don't forget about the pipes, very important. So the next thing we're doing, I guess, is we're going out shopping, we're gonna go find somebody who's accepting drugs and giving item chips. And boy, are they gonna be fucking happy to see us. Yes, more pipes. Yeah, so I can have infinite. I now have infinite ammo out of this too because I have a source of gunpowder out of these shotgun shells that are kind of like a secondary commodity out of this. Okay, so there's that weapon parts and trash, and then commodities for the shotgun shells, right? Or just regular ammo here. What did we say 2 was? I can't remember. Right, so, there's that. Drugs, and more drugs. Let's see here. I think we should probably wrap this up and go, because we're gonna be here all night like this. We should probably see what we can get out of this. We need to go back up to orbit and plan our next move. So let's pull out of the market for now, because this isn't going anywhere. This is not going anywhere. Yep, all full. Well, I'll bring the forklift around for the rest of it. Chuck everything on the ground into the machine and see what you got. Probably a whole lot more ammo, but we're gonna hold back on this for the moment. A lot more of everything. We won't get anything else out because they have to like us in order to actually, you know, for us to get our, you know, to get certain items out of them. Though granted, once they start barfing out item chips, we can get literally anything. It's a random pool inside a random pool in that case. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just gonna pull back on this one, and then we're gonna go see what kind of trade route that we can make. Maybe see if we need to do a mission or two to make somebody like us. I went away, man. How the hell did you get to 1 billion things? The Glassed trade, my friend. The wonders of Glassed. And how Daydream Chems is low-key the best corporation in this game. Oh, wait, nope. Glassed sounds like a drug. They should probably put that in the game. Drug makes you happy. Reportedly makes you feel like you have $1 million. Makes you feel like you won the lottery. So, yeah, okay, so we can use this for basically the entire playthrough as a backbone to supply the entire PMC. Yeah, as soon as we pick up all the shit off the floor. But yeah, Haruka, if you missed it, Daydream Chems gives out chemtrail ammunition, which is made out of glassed, made of glassed, yes, it's an element. Yeah, it's now an element, it's a real thing. Which is made out of glass and acid. But this station accepts glass and acid. So if you deconstruct the chem ammo you get from them, you get more glass and acid to then get more chemtrail ammunition to get more glass and acid to get more chemtrail ammunition. We have understood the bug now. The repetition has been articulated. Is this broken? Oh, fuck yes. Is it lucrative? Oh, fuck yes. So now, how does this get you stuff outside the station? Well, in this case, they give us weapons, which are slowly barfing out, you know, buckshot, which we can use for gunpowder to make whatever ammo that we want, and, in addition, 1,000,000 gorillion drugs, so that we can go to another station that's accepting drugs and potentially get even more shit out of them. Dupe glitch, my beloved. I mean, not really, but more like just unregulated economy. You're a full-out water baron. Right, so we've pulled back all the glass and acid. Also, we can make this, we could use the glass and acid to also make batteries to do basically the same thing in like an SBN station if we want to do. And we take some pipes. Because we gotta we finally got to the pipes, guys. We finally got under all the glass and acid and we found the pipes. Glassed. Yeah, market that. I thought it was clever. That's now a Phonto thing. Glassed. Where am I gonna, the pipes are going. This is now the pipe room. You've been demoted to pipe room. Jesus H fucking Christ. Okay, so yeah, so the next optimal thing is we go out and we find a station that's accepting, antidotes and Nalo and, or Fixer, honestly. Antidote and Fixer, and then they cough up item chips, hopefully. And then, oh, we're in fucking business then, boys. Glassed, the premier product on the BE market. Yes, Glassed. Max Glassed. Now, granted, the game still is in early access, so I totally expect this shit to be fixed in not too much time at all. But I didn't see anybody talking about this, and I was kind of proud that I found this entirely on my own. Because I just sat here and looked at the barter system real hard, and I'm like, can I become a trade warlord here? Can we actually just low-key actually make the space warlord organ trading simulator on the side here? And the answer is yes. If we actually wanted to sell body parts, we'd go to the freaky Aztec aliens. But okay, so, good. Part of me doesn't want this to be fixed. I think it needs to be fixed in order for it to be, you know, a fair and balanced game, but I do want to be able to wield this much power and trade. So, maybe fix this, but develop bartering into a, you know, into a system that allows you to become this fucking ridiculously powerful. So, we have yet to actually reach the peak of power here. We have actually only gotten the beginning of it. So we have an assload of drugs and basically an infinite supply of glass and acid. Now what we need to do is we need to go find item ships. It's a tad sad that they weren't actually giving out any item ships. What's going on? Yeah, no, they don't give them out yet. I guess they have to like us more. Okay, so who is actually giving out item ships? Okay, Revelation is. Ancom is. The freaky Aztec aliens, once again, openly trading on the stock market, are not. Okay, Sunlight Coven is not, but they're giving out food. The space communists are not giving out anything I want. Okay, SBN and then Realware. Okay, so we need Ancom. Ancom and the church. Okay, so also, Kamisar, thank you for resubscribing, sir. Welcome back to the show. But okay, so Ancom. Ancom, we need a station from Ancom or the church that's accepting antidotes. Or a station that is accepting antidote and fixer so that we could get things that those other stations need. So we just add another loop in the chain. Okay, so system map here. So we need to analyze what's the open market like. We need to see a picture of the current market. What are the demands of the current market? Damn it! Sunlight Coven, they're accepting fixer and antidote. Is anyone else doing that though? Okay, the missions are currently active in these stations, which is why they're gold. So, on the moon. What's going on in the moon? Okay, so, SBN, you're accepting antidote. And yes, the very suspect lollipop there. Right, that thing. It's called a rocket. Okay, we're on Earth, we already know. What's going on Venus? Cocksuckles. Yeah, it'd be a little bit too on the nose. Okay, Core Word is accepting glass and acid over here. Okay, interesting. Okay, Realware is accepting fixer here, but that's not what we really want. Okay, so what we want to do... Okay, so one... Okay, so... So it's on Phobos, it's Sunlight Coven. What does Sunlight Coven give? Food and class chips, which is very useful. But okay, so then it's Planet Bridge, I think. Class chips, and then mine chips as well, which is actually kind of useful. So we could part this out here. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Okay, so I see it. So Ancom. Right, so Ancom, Mars, they like food, but they like Beppis. They like Beppis. You know who gives Beppis? Sunlight Coven gives Beppis. Yes! Beppis for item blueprints. Okay, so we go to Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to Phobos. You see, I like this element of the game, and it does require you to use your brain a little bit here. The acid and glass trade is a little fucking busted as fuck, though, but as you can see, I'm making a chain of items here. I'm making a trade route. Alright, so let's go down there and sell some drugs for some Beppis. Beppis for DRM-free blueprints, yep. We're selling Beppis for fucking 3D printer blueprints. Okay, so they want drugs. We got the drugs. Perfect. We can go get more. We can go get more real fucking quick. Alright, so you... They're not actually, they're the... Shit, they're the second tier of items. So, the Dr. Jones surgical kit and item chips, which we can also get because we will get dupes of those. So these are actually pretty lucrative things here. But okay, so, here you go. I don't really need any of these, so you can have all of them. Yeah, watch that bitch go. Give me the Beppis. Okay, they give us an assload of guns. Which is actually, funny enough, those are 797. So now we can 3D print 797 from fucking glass and acid. And lots of class ships, but yes, burgers, Beppis. That's what we really want. And it's also named Corky Juice, but that's fucking Coca-Cola. Okay, so we've got class chips that we want here. Tunnel Rats, which is also really good for looting items, which I think that's probably my favorite class. But we also get dupes of these things, so we can sell them on the open market as well. So these are actually very valuable commodities in themselves, and it looks like we got more of them than the fucking Beppis. But okay, we got enough to start a trade over there, though. So there's that. So now we can 3D print 797 out of all these useless guns, and additionally, all the other equipment plastic, too. More pipes, I think. Oh, dear God, more pipes. Yeah, long guns give you pipes for the barrels. My God, the pipes are multiplying. And casual reminder, ladies and gentlemen, once I start actually getting items, I just started the tutorial. That's the only thing that I did. I just played the tutorial, grabbed some items off the floor, and then went on my merry way. Yep. Okay, we'll get that back, but yep, that's a nice small supply of 797. And plastic. Yes, I know. Yes, the game will let you evac if you happen to find an item chip or a class chip on the ground in a mission. But fuck that, we're not on a mission. I'm trading. Okay, so commodities again. We will use these, obviously, or use the ones that we don't have first. Okay, so, yes, the Big Macs and Beppis. Ammo in here. The mighty smoothbore pipe. Yes, pipe. One of the places was buying pipes. They are, but the pipes aren't really amazingly valuable themselves, which is kind of annoying. Though you do need them for some certain recipes, like you need them to make flamethrower turrets. Which is more valuable, I think, than just selling the pipes. The problem is, we need to get the blueprint for that. But that was, 2 magazines, 2.5 magazines of 797. That's actually not bad. Damn it. There's no extra space there. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to come back then. What is glassed? I suppose that's up to the reader's imagination there, but okay, so there's that. Do you want anything else that we sell? No, but okay, we've got an assload of class chips now. And remember, we could just go back and get more drugs. It would be incredibly easy. We created a brand with no product. Just like, actually, shit. Damn, I had more antidotes on me, but oh well, we'll save it for next time. I forgot they were in my mag pouch. It's BE brand of soda. Okay, so now that we have the Beppis, we go to Mars. We go to... they're also buying Big Macs. Fantastic. We go to Reba Sky City. And then we sell off the Big Macs and the Beppis.
Planet
I could be doing missions here, however, yeah, nah, fuck that. I'm gaining power through trade.
Roger. In.
This is the pacifist arc. It still actually is the pacifist arc because I was attacked and that was a valid form of defense. Right? This is totally still the pacifist run because I was attacked first. I only defended myself. Right, okay, so actually we need your... Silly me, I forgot the Big Macs and the Beppas, which we could also use as food for ourselves, should we need to. Also, I forgot to redeem the class ships, but okay, so. Wonderful! Now give me the fucking item chips. There we go, and the mine chips, too. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. And the 9 that's the hollow point rounds, and wait a minute. Legend pants. Legendary pants. We already have the fucking Gatling gun! Holy shit! Well, there's that. We've won the game. We already have the fucking Gatling gun! Oh, I get to show you another exploit. Already? But okay, so hang on here. So I don't think we have anything else they want here, but the weapons are also going to be useful too. The hollow points as well. Obviously, the class ships are. The mine chips are as well, because that's how we get new characters. But we already have we get to see another amazing exploit in this game, which is, I think, well-meaning, but also that fuels the destruction. You have won the game already. No, I'm not even done yet, motherfucker. We're not even done. No, we're about to go even farther. So take that. Well, actually, unlock the chip. Unlock the chip, and unlock the chip, and we already have Percy. Wow, hey Percy, it's you. Okay. Class, Scouts of Hades, Phoenix Brigade, Tunnel Rats, and the rest of those are dupes. Okay. Right, so we're about to go even farther into the insanity. Do you know how? I will show you. Now, another funny thing about this game is that in item crafting, when you make a weapon, it comes with a full magazine of ammo for free. The Gatling gun comes with 80 rounds in its magazine. And the Gatling gun is actually not that difficult to produce. So what we have now is a 3D printer for 792, for more 792, without even needing to use the gunpowder. And of course, super awesome Gatling guns. Yep. Now we're busted as fuck. Remember, this is a stable trade route too. Okay, so actually so let's track and see how far this trade route can go. Because we got these SMGs, which I think it's Sunlight Coven is asking for these, and also the hollow point ammo, which they're also asking for. Now hold on here. Now, somebody is asking for hollow point ammunition. Okay, that's Warden. They want glass and acid, but that's too bad. Actually, no, that's the Civil Resistance. Space communists? No, we're not signing up with any space communists today here. No, I'm making too much money. Oh, Daydream Chems has. Oh, they're right fucking here on Mars. I hadn't noticed this. Well, shit. We don't even have to go to Earth. Okay, glass bottles and whatnot. These guys are buying turrets. That's Sunlight Coven. What about... Yep, there we go. Okay, it's actually the Church of Revelation. Well, let's go over there. Also, as we have the time here, we are in between transitions. We are actually, able to build shit. I'm gonna save all of our ammo here just for the sake of saving it, but we can now 3D print 792 or 797 all day long with, you know, infinite miniguns. Yep. Okay, so, the Church of Revelation. What is the Church of Revelation giving us? Item chips. Okay, I'm back in the same fucking chain that I was before. Item chips and booze, which booze will help us with quasimorphosis, but however, Ancom is accepting booze right over there. Yep. Does trade get disrupted if a different faction takes over a planet? They won't change what they're requesting, but yeah, if a different faction takes over the spot, you'll get different rewards for the trades. So yes, you can totally fuck up trade routes like that. This is vulnerable to, you know, interference from the AI. Oh! They fixed it! No! They fixed it! Damn, that must have been in a patch while I wasn't looking. Like 2 days ago, you could make beasts and they'd become with 80 rounds of fucking 792 each. Oh! They haven't fixed the glassed trade, though. We still got the glassed trade. And we still have infinite miniguns. And some people actually may want the miniguns, too. No, they fixed it, but we can actually... I think we actually got the recipe for 797... with the beast, I think, because we do have it. So we can just break down the shotgun shells and then make the ammo that we wanted. Okay, so these gentlemen want hollow points and SMGs. I am happy to provide. But they fixed it. No! I think it's actually on the other side. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yep, this is the same trade route I started, but we did it the other way around. I started with alcohol and hollow points and food, but we basically went the other way around into the same trade routes that I was doing. So here you go. Here you go. Hey! Ah! Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ammunition I just gave them. They just gave me the item chip for the ammunition that they've... They gave me the blueprint for the ammunition they want! Also, EMAG guns. They gave me the blueprint for the ammunition that they themselves want. So now I can go up, craft down all the shotgun shells, and make them hollow points. Oh, goodness gracious me. They just wanted to cut to the chase to save everyone the time. Yeah, apparently, but oh dear lord. Okay, so 9mm. Okay, these are the wacky fucking you know, electromagnetic guns that have no ammo and have fixed damage. I want to fuck around with those, but now you see we're getting into the gratuitous phase of this shenaniganry. We're getting into the I have commodities that I'm using to get items to make me more powerful so that I can now play rather than being like scraping at the fucking walls and trying to desperately build up resources through missions. No, I have the power now, and now I can experiment with applying the power. Okay, so weapons, I think I'm going to craft this down here because I think we're going to need that, but having a shotgun on hand wouldn't be too bad. Jeff Hammer. Okay, so we want to... Okay, so we would like to make the hollow points, which might actually be easier here. Do we... Okay, so we got liquor here, obviously. It goes over here. Do we get at any point Ancom? Ancom, what do you give us specifically again? You give us SMGs, and then we go into kind of a stable loop here. So the the trade route here somewhat ends here because now we found a completely different trade route. So this does not link into the glass and acid trade. However, it was supplied by it to begin with. Okay, so, So, let's see here. Well, now we can make XP ammo, which it completely invalidates regular 9mm, so... Craft that shit down. Also, well, leave the magazines in those guns, but craft that shit down and then come down here to ammo and make the XP rounds. Get them shits cooking. 53, okay, we're out of gunpowder again. But okay, so is there anyone wanting to buy beasts? Because I think somebody will. They fixed that though. Oh, but yeah, as you can see, they're working on it. But I think I've come up with several other things, or rather, several other ways to bust this game wide open. So they're gonna be they're gonna need to fix a lot more to stop me. The glassed loop also gets us chips, drugs, and food, which we could utilize for ourselves too, even if they don't go nowhere. Oh, right, it also gives us shotgun ammo. Right! It gives us shotgun ammo from weapons that we break down into gunpowder and then, you know, make into, you know, hollow points to then sell to the church. Yes, there we go. Okay, so anyone else? Is anyone? What about the dudes on Mercury? Are you buying anything over here? No, I just looked at those. Right. No, I something tells me I've seen RealWare wanting miniguns at some fucking point. Oh, well, Phobos is totally bricked up due to conflict. What a shame. Well, the ports are closed. A shame. Oh, well, I guess we'll just go back to making glass and acid. Actually, I suppose that actually helps. We can circumvent port closures by having different trade routes. Like, for example, what we have right now. We can use glass and acid to build up to just go make, you know, hollow points. And shit, we don't even have to move now. Yeah, no. We don't have to... We're at Earth. So we can do that, but then we can come over here to glass and acid. We get shotgun shells, craft them down, get hollow points, and then also go over to... See, what else could we... What else is reasonable over here? I mean, we could sell some of the excess to Grasshopper over here if we wanted to do that. Right, no, we get the alcohol as well from them, and then we go over to Ancom, and then... Yeah, no, that's a stable loop. Literally not leaving Earth. It's a very shame. We'll keep these around, but it's a very shame that these got fixed. Oh, that was an entertaining exploit. 3D printing miniguns and just having expendable amounts of ammo with them. So you could just bring them on a mission, waste the ammo, throw it away, grab a new one, do the same thing, and just have an expendable minigun. Like we're some kind of weird-ass Overwatch class shooter, where we just materialize a minigun, waste the ammo, and throw it away. Capitalism. This is no longer the medical room, this is the minigun room. I'm sorry. Also, the church is accepting class and... Yeah, shit. The church is accepting class chips and mercenary chips as well, so that's another thing we can sell them as well. It's a Reaper, but with a Gao 9. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so our next move here. Well, I suppose what we should do is break down all the shotgun shells into gunpowder now. We can make as much 7.92 or 7.97 as we want now. And hell, we might get the blueprint for green tip ammo, which then we're cooking. Okay, so I suppose with this in tow... Okay, ammo. Right, there's that. That's wonderful. So there's that. We have to just... And we can kill time waiting. Or we can go back and do more glass and acid, really. But I suppose we should get to the end of this. We've got the stuff on hand, we just have to wait. transitioning between planets is actually not that big of a waste of time, as it gives you time to actually produce shit. Okay, that's all the hollow points. Now we make even more, which they're going to be upgrades to the Magnum in the later updates. So you'll be able to probably do things like increase the manufacturing space, which I would like while I'm doing this shit. Granted, again, some of the stuff is broken, but some stuff is just, you know, like, I really should be able to, you know, like, pull one over on the game by trade in this manner. I like this idea. Me doing it with glass and acid in this manner probably is broke as fuck, though. But I like this idea. I want this to stay. But, of course, they're probably gonna have to find another way of doing it. Okay, so we'll just go down to the church now. So as we can see here, I've totally obliterated the economy after simply playing the tutorial. So this is how this game can be deceptively, like, daunting, but really, once you understand what's going on in the game and really take a hard look at everything around you, it's not that hard. It's even fun like this, because now you know what this means? This means that I'll have equipment that'll make me strong, so I can have less of a survival horror experience and more of an action game. You know, have fun, is what I'm saying. Fun! Okay, so, they want mine ships, and class ships, I have them. Do I have any more hollow points here? I don't think so. No, unfortunately, that was the last of the trade here, so we're gonna get... Also, there's more vodka here, I forgot about that. I need to sort that. Here you go! Yes! Good! Liquor, yes, but, let's see, Jeff Hammer, automatic shotguns, Hydra, tactical pistol... More whiskey, more cognac. Okay, blood bags, which are made out of human hearts, I believe. Eagle ST, modified pistol, Silent Eagle, again another pistol, another beast. Okay. Thank you. Alright. Well, it's off to Pandemonium. Which is a really great nation for us. No, it's not Pandemonium, it's Phenomenon. Right. That's the name of the station. It's a good name for a station, too. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so... Once again, trying to make this somewhat orderly. Okay, so these... Yeah, this is going to be commodities. Right, 3 is still commodities. BE exports. Service prides ourselves on 100% package recovery rate because some people need to be told twice. Okay, so, blood bags and pistols. That now we can sell that now because we already have a beast. It's a shame that the best thing about the most utterly broken thing about the beast has been fixed. The fact that it prints. It was a 3D printer for 797 ammo. That was broken as fuck, but damn. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. Gotta save this antidote here. Gotta remember that's there. But okay, on to Phenomenon. Make an empire of glass, acid, booze, guns, and booze. Yep. Yep. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so you want booze. We've got the liquor, or Phenomenon, clearly a station where only rich people live. With a name that pretentious, clearly only rich people live here. The rich people want alcohol and instant noodles. By the way, we can also get the blueprints to make alcohol. At some point. But yes, here is your liquor. Yes, good. Stun grenades. Okay, good armor. Okay, and more hollow points. Thank you. Okay, unload ammo, because we'll just disassemble that into its gunpowder since we don't need that one, and then it's back to the church! Okay, so this goes back into area 1. Okay, then I don't think, yeah, we don't need anything else, so now we just go back to the church. Are we... Well, we could wait for the next load of ammo to come in. Okay, 15 hours. Okay, so now we go to... back down to the church. Okay, grab that and that. I think we're gonna have to make a breakdown, make a break and go do more glassed trading, because we're gonna need more raw gunpowder, i.e., all of those shotgun shells for the stuff that they were making, and anything else they want. Okay, right. Okay, good. But we basically just shore up the supply of gunpowder to make this, you know, to ever increasingly deliver more stuff. But we're gonna ride this train to its conclusion here, because eventually we probably will bust out of this, but we can get back on the glassed train and then we're good. We can start back up again by just making more 9mm hollow points. That's incredibly fucking lucky we got that item chip. Like, my god, what the fuck? Okay, booze and emag. Oh, now we can make Big Macs. Hooray! We found the McDonald's secret recipe. Okay, so that's over there, and that's over there, and that's some more ammo. We're gonna have a lot of Jeff hammers, but break that down into gunpowder. Put that back into the supply here. Enigma. What do we get for disassembling Enigmas? Oh, we get microchips from those. Oh, that makes sense, but ooh. Ooh. So now we have a trade for microchip. Granted, it seems fairly rare. I didn't get anything out of that. What the fuck? Oh well. Okay, so... Okay, raw materials up at the front. Assemble the loose ammo there, because we don't need that shit no more. Right, okay, so we got a nice supply of plastic building. Good. Lots of trash as well. So we got plenty of liquor here, so what is... Mr. Meaty is just made out of plastic. Fine, we can trade that now, too. It's just plastic. And we can go trade that on Mars for even more shit. Good, the grills are going. I can only assume that the upgrades to the Magnum are going to make this side gig here amazingly, you know, even more ridiculous. How much plastic per burger? 1. Which we can get out of crafting down a whole lot of things, honestly. Okay, well, that's kind of cheap. Okay, what do we got? Frame power helmet and 12 gauge slugs. Okay then, more ammo. You eat 1 burger, get plastic, right? Yeah, I think that's a stable loop like that. Okay, so 12 gauge slugs, 9mm ammunition, and I think what we'll do now is we'll take a break and then we'll go glassed farming now. Okay, these go in commodities. We'll go glassed farming now since we're kind of low on everything. So we'll get more from out of our time there, I think. Okay, so all of this stuff. This stuff needs to go back into the back room. As for food and stuff, we'll make sense of room 5, I guess, at the end of the day here, but this, I think we were, well, room 4 is the pipe room now, but it's kind of where the medical supplies were. Now it's the, actually, no, it's the beast room. Okay, grenades. That is, actually, yes, just commodity, like, raw materials, and that's what this should be. You know, unless it starts producing new things. Which it will, which that area is just going to be a chronic mess, but we'll be fine. Okay, so. Microplastic gains. Yes, microplastics. Delicious, delicious, life-giving microplastics. The nightmare begins again. Yep, okay then. Okay, so plenty of shotgun ammo here as well, so there's that. Just disassemble all that shit down. With all the chem ammo. Just feed it right back into the system. Shit, we didn't even take all of the stuff out of the ship, and we're still just gaining a positive amount. Which is the broken part about this. We're just gaining too much. Okay, 4,000 points. So as we can see here, I've been here for, honestly, I want to say an hour just doing the trading shit. And so you can just stop playing the game at a certain point and just do this shit. Up until you have an insane amount of items and equipment. We're having to do a little bit of a roundabout take here, but you saw how easily you could do that too. The main thing is that Daydream isn't giving us item chips yet. Usually they do, but I guess they have to advance in tech in order to start giving that. But as soon as they start giving item chips, you could just sit here doing this forever. Okay, so we'll put that in there. Pipes. Once again, the pipes are multiplying. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll get rid of the stuff in our inventory, because we've got plenty of drugs now. That's how you knew you had fun. Yep. When I'm not even shooting people, I'm being entertained. Actually, what am I doing? Let's see here. That's that. And there, disassemble, 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 right into the gunpowder, gunpowder storage area to make more hollow points to go to the other traders. Yeah, it's just the beast. Which, unfortunately, we don't need 2 of those. So this would be 3D printing item chips would be fantastic, but that's also a thing that would actually take away from some of the, some of the acid, some of the chem ammunition. That would actually take up some of the spots and actually give us the item chips instead of the ammo, which would slow down this reaction. But this is chemistry, isn't it? This is definitely chemistry. Huh? Oh, you could shift-click and move all the... Hey, interesting. I didn't know that. You could shift-click an item in your inventory, and then it will move everything, every instance of that item, or dump every instance of that item. Interesting. Also, I have 50 shotgun shells in my mag pouches. I have to keep looking down there. I keep forgetting that shit. Anyway, round we go again. Oh, look, it's more everything. Oh, wait, so... No, I can't. I can't bring it all like that. I can't bring it into my inventory like that, which would be convenient. That's very interesting. It's a useful bulk move. Dear God, it's still everywhere. Okay, yeah, now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're noticing, the exchange is going up, by the way. It was at 4,000 something, now it's at nearly 6,000. So we're actually getting more value out of what we're putting in as we do this. We have more value than what we started with. And shit, I didn't even use all the fucking glass and acid in my ship. So, yeah, this is clear. The math for this is clearly broken. But, hey, we're benefiting. Good gracious, that's a lot of drugs. Well, if anyone wants to deal with spiders, I'm sure they're gonna be, absolutely fucking ecstatic. We're gonna have an antidote and, anti-drug, medication on hand for years. All right, now I have to go back because now my inventory's full. But above all else, I believe I'll be getting this game. I highly recommend it, too, even though we've just gone completely off the deep end here, trading into this infinite loop. Okay. These we break down into their component gunpowder, so we can make more ammo that we actually want. Pipe. Oh, now it's on the floor. Oh, no. I can hear the pipes clanging. They're growing exponentially. I don't even want to look at them. I think every shotgun guarantees dropping a pipe. Or at least has a good chance of doing it. Can you shift-click disassemble all? No, I tried doing that. You can't. The pipes! And now we're at 7,000! Good God! The numbers just keep getting higher! Oh. Oh. Oh no, they didn't give us any weapon. Oh god, it's all. Oh. We didn't get any weapons that roll. Now it's all just chem ammo and oh wait, no, there they were. I was midway down it. Oh, Jesus Christ. That sort of button would be a godsend. Yes, it would, but I don't think the developers wished for me to have this much power this quickly. So I could understand why we don't have that sort of macro function. Because they didn't think or didn't want you to be doing this sort of thing. I'm now out of space, so I have to go back. Yep, there we go. There's that. And we're also gaining parts. We could make these. I could make beasts out of these. It's a shame they don't come with 80 free rounds of ammo, but we can make miniguns out of this shit. Man, I'm gonna miss that bug. That was a fun, well, an oversight, I guess. I'm gonna miss that amazing oversight. All the drugs in the world. Also check them out, the mag pouch. And yeah, so we still have a lot of glass in here that I haven't even used. Like, we didn't even take all of our Or glass and acid. Why does it feel like there's more? Got more drugs than Charlie Sheen. Yep. Yep, we're definitely on the scale for this one. Dear God, the pipes. More pipes than Super Mario Brothers. My God. I hope I didn't just dump that on the... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so now we're going up even higher again, and we haven't disassembled all of the acid from the last run. Yep, it just keeps going up and going up. How high will it go? Start calling you Heisenberg. Okay, so, I wonder how much shit we're gonna get out of here now. Something tells me a lot. So, exchange. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear God. That's like 2 full screens of shotguns. Well. Again, I'm gonna be trading so much drugs, I'm gonna put Daydream out of fucking business. With their own fucking products. Now we're full again. Well. Man, we really need materials for chemtrails after selling them all to that guy. Good news, he said he could sell sell us those materials. Yeah, right, Yeah, I can give him back right the fuck back. Again, the only thing that's making this terrible is that we're not getting item chips directly out of them, but honestly, at the end of the day, we're getting more chem ammo because of that. So that's making the reaction even more hysterical. And thus, I suppose we can game it here and just continue to just farm drugs until we have so many we can sell them to somebody else. There's a little bit more legwork to be done here, I guess. Guys in the factory are getting a lot of practice. That's okay. Someone buys your drugs for chips. This is true, but if I had if they were giving away chips now, I wouldn't have to move to get all the item chips. But yeah, I think I can say I've successfully destroyed the game's economy. And now I will become a warlord with infinite fucking power because I will have all of the items from the word go. The real question is, with that immense power, do we immediately shit-can the freaky Aztec aliens, or do we let the situation just keep going and benefit from it? This needs to be a dismantle hotkey. This is terrible. This is horrible. Yes, it is. Funny how we break the game and then we realize, wow, we really could use a dismantle hotkey. Let me go check if there actually is one, because I don't know if there is. So hang on here. Is there a controls? Okay, gameplay, precision shooting, alt action, change direction of looking, context menu, take item, move, swap weapon. Okay, vest slot system, portabug camera, yes or no? No, there does not appear to be a hotkey. Yep, maybe I actually have that. Like, I don't think shift, well, actually no, shift, I'm not quite sure how you'd bound that, but a mass disassemble would be pretty good. Or like a bounding box, maybe? So that you can select like mass disassemble and then select like everything in a grid to disassemble. Wait, why did I just do that? I need to disassemble those. I'm growing delirious from all the glass and acid. The mass move is very nice, though. Oh, wait. Why am I doing all this? Hang on. Couldn't I just do all this? Yeah, disassemble all means everything in the box. That would be very, very good, I think. A solution like that. But I don't think they expected people to be doing something like this. Silly me, I was the one who wanted to come in here and trade rather than shoot space aliens. The wonders of things you find when you play a game not the way the developer expected you to play. Or rather, you play something really hard that they didn't really count on. So I like the system being able to make trade routes through bartering like this. It separates itself from just being like Tarkov, where, yes, there's a barter system, but you can't really make any sort of trading off of that. You just find an item in a field and very slowly redeem them from a single trader. No, I kind of want to be able to get items from a trader and then bring it to another trader to get items and maybe some stuff that I actually want, and then bring it to another trader, and I like having these trade routes. Where you consume glassed responsibly, yes. Good lord. Okay, so we put that there. Okay, so what if we do... Yep, we can... Wow, holy shit. Hey! It's a pattern! Huh! It's like we deleted all the Tetris blocks in the middle of everything. That's very interesting. I wonder if that's, like, mathematically certain. Odd. So yeah, you can shift click it. Now we're at 9,000. Yep, we're up there. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me... no, actually, no, we're more at 9,000, so I have shit in my inventory. 10,000! The numerals are getting close to the boundary. If we add another numeral on that, it will clip into the interface, and then you know the developers did not expect the numbers to go this high. That's the one thing that you can tell for certain, that the developers did not expect this. When values start breaching into other UI elements. That's how you know they did not expect the numbers to go that high. But yes, we have become real balanced here. So, now what happens when I press the button now, aside from all hell breaks loose? My, that's a lot of chem guns. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I think this is it. Like, looting this is taking so long, it's kind of excruciating. So this is, I'm being forced to give up the broken practices because it's so boring to collect all of the money. Or in this case, all of the drugs. So I think we'll go shoot something after this, or go examine the rest of the trades. Because unfortunately, we didn't really get too many item ships currently, but boy, have we got the resources to go get them. Oh, right. That didn't work. Okay, so you can shift, drag... Wait, what? No. Hey. Okay, that doesn't work. Odd. You can't shift, drag into the ship's inventory? That's very interesting. See, I think we're gonna do this one more time, and then that's it. Because now we can go off and sell all the meds. Then maybe get some item ships here. I think we're just gonna leave the pipes, guys. I think we're just gonna leave the pipes here. Keep the change. Here's a shit ton of pipes. Because I think if we keep doing this, we're gonna have tons of pipes, so I don't think we're gonna need that many pipes, and they're kind of a bitch to carry in and out. So I think we already have expendable numbers of pipes. And keep the change, metal pipe sound effect. Yeah, over and over and over again. The fucked up thing is, I would take the pipes to make something else, to make this even more broken, but the problem is that the pipes themselves aren't very valuable, and until we have the item chips to make those things, it's not really worth carrying around that many fucking pipes. Even if the inventory in the Magnum is infinite. Okay, so we're gonna do this once more with feeling here, because I think now that we're over 10,000, I think we've established that I'm power gaming a little too hard here. I think we got more than enough drugs to get a lot of item ships. And again, all we have to do is, since we learned this the last time here, we just disassemble it, it piles up on the ground, and then we shift-click it back into the station cargo. This is very painful to do and very, 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 very slow. But I don't think they expected us to be utilizing this many items at once like this, so fair. I don't think it's an oversight that oh, well, how could you not foresee this with me making an incredibly broken, play on the economy, utilizing more items, making values go off fucking screens. How could you have not foreseen disassembling this many items being annoying? Yeah, that's the annoying part. Yeah, right, that's the thing you want to focus on. Right? That's the thing you really want to focus on here, how the UI isn't keeping up. Oh no, the ergonomics of me totally obliterating the economy with 2 items. Okay, so there's that. There's all that. There's a million. Dear God, the pipes. Okay, so then we shift click, and then once again, there's that. No, that's got to be on purpose. That must be reflected in the drop rate math. That's actually very pretty. Like, the mathematics are forming a pattern which is causing that shit to happen, or the order in which you drop the, you disassemble the items. So that means that there's always this kind of weird spiral pattern going on here. You 15,000? My God! It's going up even higher now! My goodness gracious! That jumped 4,000 points? Seems like more glass than acid. It would appear so. But actually, it's all that because they're all up here. All the acid's down there. But okay, so one more time and then we're done. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's get that gunpowder stack down here. We'll get the drugs first. Take some chem ammo so you have some backup. Yeah, so I can actually have some more convenient. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! My stuff! Oh! I double clicked like a moron. There should be a confirmation there. There! Yeah, I found another UI bug. Oh no! I was forcibly kicked off the station for being too off. That wasn't really that bad though. We're in excessive territory here. Oops. But, oh, fiddlesticks. Well, actually, hang on here. I wonder if that's still down there. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's still in the inventory. Now this has requested you to leave. Yep, That's basically what happened. I wonder if it's still in the exchange inventory. Hang on here, just for the sake of it. I'm not gonna do that again, but I just want to see if some of that stuff... Well, you can have the pipes. I was gonna leave the pipes, but... Oh dear God, it's all still here! Okay then. Okay, so if it's in the... Actually, if we put the pipes in the inventory, then they stay here forever. So we can have we can have an infinite supply of pipe. Just stacking up in this inventory for all time. So that actually saves. Wow. Ergonomic. You know, I'm just gonna stop doing this. We're gonna leave this here for the next time. Because I see I'm getting into the system again. We're gonna take the chem ammo. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the chem ammo and just leave. So we're gonna disassemble all of this. We're gonna take the chem ammo and not break it down. This is actually the fucked up thing is the chem ammo is actually a more convenient place to store it. Yes, this container is for containment of useful materials. Chemicals? No, the glass and acid that's made out of. It's more convenient to store it like this. I formally curse you with the darkest kangaroo souls ever born to scratch your eyes out. Wow, okay. That's a creative insult there. I can't say that I'm offended, though. I'm more mystified by the complexities of it. You, sir, are clearly a verbal master. As I am, right-clicking repeatedly. Over and over again. And it's not like I'm saying this game is bad or anything. I like this game. This is sure broke, though, right, guys? Okay, moving on. Me and my giant piles of acid and glass. So yeah, we're gonna take the chem ammo, and then we're just gonna leave that as convenient storage, and then take all the drugs, and then go get some item chips. That is a comical amount of items. Not broken, balanced, extremely balanced in my favor. Extraordinarily balanced in my favor. Like, goddamn, look at all this balance. Okay, so that goes in there, and break the shotgun shells down for gunpowder. Throw that in the main storage hall. Just bring the chem ammo into... Just throw that in the commodities room. Some of the acid as well. There's another shotgun shell. This goes in there, and we go back in for more. Okay, so. Whoa. Okay. Okay, this we're just leaving here. Well, you'll keep that there. Watch that. Just hang on to that for us. And we're out of space. Well, another trip. Oh, right. Oh, there has to be a space for it. Okay. You have to make a new space. So I think the inventory in the Magnum is infinite now just for the sake of ease of use, and they're probably going to refine that. Makes sense, but it's rather convenient now when I'm totally breaking the entire economy. Actually, yeah, no, I just put it all in there. Okay, the pipes will remain for all time. These pipes are the evidence that I was here in this time doing these things. An eternal reminder of my accomplishments. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't create a new line when you do that. So you have to manually make a new line. Man, that's a lot of chemtrail ammo. No, wait, no, I think you could say that's a lot of money. Because that's all that shit is, money. Right, no, so, oops, I see the pipes and I think I picked up the items on the floor again, but nope, no, they're right here. Imagine if it required a caloric intake to participate in this commercial madness. That would be interesting. We'd probably die, though, trying to trade. 47 hours of continuous trading, man dies. Though it is rather funny that we can simply turn our bodies off during this situation. Again, the more I stare at this, the more you can make this an Necronica campaign without even really blinking. A system that I'd want is the ability to take random body parts and throw them together into a vat and make a new character. With a random name and a random stat block. Then it's an Necrotica campaign. Just give him a random trait and a random block of stats, and then that's it. We're once again out of space, but one more trip. Behold, Thesis, made entirely of body parts taken from Thesis. Now you see that's a new amazing take on the ship of Thesis. Is the ship of Thesis still the ship of Thesis if the replacement parts were made out of the parts you took off the boat in the first place? If the replacement parts that you took that you made to replace the aging wearing parts were made entirely out of the parts you took off the boat in the first place, does that solve the riddle? Now it's now Neo-Thesis. Okay, well, these are gonna save here, and that's hilarious. But moving on. I guess that's my tab here. I have an account. That's comical. That's extremely, extremely, extremely comical. But okay, so now we go sell the drugs. Don't forget the mag pad. Yep, I got it. Okay, so yeah, that's, dear God. All that's money. That is all money. And we still also have glass and acid down here as well. Good lord. Fan-fucking-ta- Let's go get some item chips. Okay, so. Is anyone in the area accepting any of this shit, by the way? No, I think we actually have to leave to go sell that. But okay, so. On the way, we'll go make more Big Macs and, and hollow point ammo. Okay, so. It's core word. You're not really giving anything we want. Okay, so go to Mars, I think, right? So go to Mars and then it's. Was it Phobos? Was it? Oh, damn it. Oh, the port's closed. Oh, well, we can go to Mars and sell the Big Macs. That's what we can do. We can get into the system. Yep. Okay, we can't make any Beppis, but we can definitely make Big Macs. Unfortunately, no, we're out of plastic now. Okay, I guess we're making hollow points now. Do. Don't mind me having abandoned all forms of warfare after the tutorial, only to become a flying, manufacturing and trading force. Yes. See, in your paramilitary corporation, you also have a paramilitary industrial complex. Your very own private military industrial complex, making whatever the fuck you want. Also, we're out of gunpowder now. Okay. Well, we've got plenty of we've got plenty of hollow points though. Okay, those go in the commodity bin. Okay, so. Well, we could immediately go down to Rebus and just redeem that. So there's that. Here, you're actually accepting that. Actually, yes. Wait, no, that's Daydream Chems too. Once again, we could have just sat here. Also, shit, you want alcohol too? That's SBN. That's a different company in the chain here. Okay, well, I guess we go down there and since we have to wait for Phobos, I think. 5 days. Not bad. What? Oh well. Believe in private enterprise. Okay, so. Yes, hello. Here are Big Macs. Give me item chips. Okay, Redeemer, large caliber pistol. Okay, and Hunter RX. Very nice. And more hollow points. I don't think we need these, so we're just gonna decide. Ah! Hey, look, more plastic to make your Mr. Meaties. Fantastic. I need the plastic to make the wrappers for your Big Macs. And a fucking pipe. Okay. Those go into the commodities bin. These we'll redeem immediately, and here's a pipe. Where did we put the other pipe? Here's the pipes. One pipe. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good 7.97 rifle and the 7.97 pistol, which it sounds about as whack as it is. Okay, so system map. We need to go to Phobos. Travel 16 hours, though. Damn. Got a little bit more time to go make more hollow points, but not very much, because, yeah, we're kind of low.
Roger. Clock. You are going for the orbit.
Now we have to wait 4 days in orbit for this whole shit to open.
Roger. In.
Do you have the 7.97 blueprint? I do, but not the green tip ammo, which is what we really want. Wait, we sit around orbiting the smallest rock ever. Magnum, go spin. Okay. Okay, Sunlight Cove. Yeah, that's like Coven, right? You're still good. Okay. Good. Those can change hands in those operations like that. You can't really control it. That's kind of annoying. That's one thing I'd actually like to see. If you want to maintain like a trade route, it would be nice for you to come to the aid of a station that's being attacked by someone, so you could choose for or against the contract being applied to them. Because right now you can only choose for the contract, and then if you don't want to do it, wait and hope to God they survive. You can't help them survive. So it'd be very nice to be able to choose before, for and against contracts, in order to do exactly what I'm doing, which is keep the fucking trade routes open. Okay, so just double check here. Drugs. Drugs. Yes. Good. Look at all that Beppis and Big Macs and all of the fucking item chips. Fighter, military background frame, power armor. Wait, power armor. Army helmet. Chainmail bulletproof vest. XP ammo, we already had that. Semi-automatic shotgun. Thermite grenades. I just also, yo, the literal ownership of people. Okay, so these will be utilized. However, well, I guess they all go into the commodities bin. Wow, just enough space. Well, time for the next load. We're just gonna do this all at once, because it's gonna take fucking forever. Ah, yes, macro play. Oh, you can't stack items like that. Oh. That's a waste of resources then, come on. I have to manually stack everything? Oh, man. Wow, they only give me one class chip in the middle of all that? All the while printing 797 ammo while we're disassembling all these, and yet more fucking pipes. Okay, into the commodities bin you go. I think we're still adhering to the pipe room also being the ammo room. I think. I don't remember. Okay, so what's left here aside from all the fucking pipes on the ground? Nothing. Okay. Well, okay then. We'll just get the rest of the drugs now. There's still plenty more. I guess we'll just do it all at once, because there's no circular... We're not gaming any specific item out of this. So there's no circular action... Now we're at 10,000. Jesus Christ. There's no circular action to be had here, so we just dump it all in, just for the sake of dumping it all in. I'm not sure if that's more efficient or not. But just for the sake of time here, just get all this shit in there. We're gonna hit 20,000. Which is absolutely fucking hysterical. There's still more. Wait, no, mag pouch. Funny number go up. Yep. Funny number go up. 22,000. Yep. Okay then. Spin the wheel. Okay, lots of guns. Okay, lots of class chips this time, actually. More than a few. Ooh, good lord, look at all these item chips. Okay, so, Gorgon, chemical spray. Oh, look, actually, it's funny, because they're not even giving that gun out right now, which is hilarious. They're not even offering the second, like, the tier 2, chemical gun. Okay, glory helmet. Beast, already got it. Course, Panzer heavy armor. That's a chest. PMC ration. Ooh, we can make brown bag rations now. Thermal grenades. Stationary. We can make the energy turret. Okay, flechette ammo, which is actually really good. Antidote. Yep. The shit we're. Yep. We can make that now. Yep. We can just make it now. Just whatever. Sentry guard armor. Okay, right. That's that shiny yellow armor that dudes in the tutorial. We can make the electromagnetic gun that we can't even buy yet. Right, smuggler also makes your pants. Yep, Yep, this is, you see, this is the thing. If we were doing this directly with the glass and acid trade, we would be getting all of these item chips directly at that station and it wouldn't have to come here. But it's here. Okay, so. Well, I guess. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't bring item ships over like that? Wow, okay. We physically have to look at all of these. We have to load these all one by one. We can't mass drag over item ships, probably because they didn't realize that you could have this many. Yep. If item chips are incredibly important in this game, boy, are we important now. Can't control click? Well, I can control click, yeah. Okay, of course, VK. Medical glue. Very good. 9mm bursting ammo. Fire ammo. Antidote. Brigands. Dr. Jones surgical kits, which are the best med kits in the game, but they don't actually heal wounds. They give you hit points, though. Frame. Canned food. Storm submachine gun. Buffalo travel bag. The biggest backpack. Yay! That's something we actually need. Bigger back. One more row of inventory space. Mr. Veggie, the veggie Big Mac. For weenies. Okay, stationary turret. That's, again, the energy turret. Hydro tactical pistol. Dragon volley incendiary ammo. Dragon's breath. We can make dragon's breath shotgun shells now. They're funny, but there are things that invalidate armor and, you know, fire damage and cold damage. Very sadly. Cold damage is apparently a bitch, though. Right, okay. Yep. All these items. Okay, do we have any more? Yes, we do. Glory pants. Impactor. Medical glue again. Data miner. Baller. Okay, now we're in business. Quad damage. The recipe for 4 Loco. So yes, now we can make data miners, which means we instantly reveal every map that we're on. So, well, there's that. See how easy the dice roll machine is when you just break the system by making it roll too much? Okay. Gun. Veteran. Okay. Hobo reinforced vest. Antidote again. Also, by the way, the dupes we can now sell as commodities because we can't really do anything else with them. So any of these that are actually duplicates, we can now sell for a fairly pricey commodity wherever we want. Okay. Food. Baraphanel painkiller tablets. Right, okay. Nox, we can make fix now. Well, okay, so now we can make, actually, speaking of which, we have 2 Noxalone down. I forget the mag pouches again. But so, we can now make antidote and fixer whenever we want now. We just can do it now. Okay, Panzer heavy armor, Nox, okay, glory boots, frame, and sentry guard armor. Okay, so that's all the item chips. Get all the cans of Coca-Cola. Oh, by the way, which we can now sell to somewhere else to get, again, whatever the hell we want. At this point, we probably want to start stacking up on things that do anti, they diminish quasimorphosis, but nobody sells cigarettes yet, and I'm not sure if there's a blueprint to making them. So I don't know about that. Let's put that on the... No, okay, no. I put that somewhere, just not on the ground. Yes, all these Big Macs. And once again, as we approach hour 3, we've only been playing for 3 hours, and the only missions I actually did was the tutorial. I like this game. Can you break this game in half really easily? Yes. Well, I suppose we have all the mercenaries now, probably. It's a very good chance we pick them all up. I know for certain we have all the classes, because there aren't that many. Huh? Oh, right. Has to make a new line, and so I can't drag over that. You put this game on your knee and snapped it in half. It's an enjoyable game, too, which is kind of funny how people think it's hard. But I suppose it is hard if you're playing it normally. Now we have a shitload of commodities that allow us to make whatever armor we want. We don't have all the weapons, but a really fucking competent selection of weapons. And so we just eroded a massive chunk of the game's difficulty right out of the gate doing trading things. So it's probably hard if you play it normally, but that's for chumps. Welcome to the real game, guys. But you see, the game isn't over here. We just enter a new phase of it. What we do now is we can have the extravagance to experiment on anything. We could experiment with weapon loads, class combinations, character traits and combinations with classes and equipment. Now we enter the extravagant phase where we have so many resources. We can just now focus on whatever silly fucking thing we want. Look at the real game, stonks. Yes, stonks. So now we enter the Howard Hughes phase of the video game, where now we are absolutely loaded and can do whatever the hell we want. It's a shame that the mechanics for genome manipulation and, what was it? Cybernetics. Or implants, augmentation, I forget the exact thing, the words they used. But you're going to be able to augment people with, probably cybernetic upgrades, and genome editing, I have no idea what it is, but it sounds like fun. Then we get to the human experimentation phase of the process here, and oh joy! Cybernetics, yeah. So again, do you know what I want to do here? I want to take body parts and make them into new amazing people, and then jam them full of all sorts of things, like, cybernetic brains and appendages, and, maybe a cybernetic arm that's a weapon, or, nah, fuck that, maybe multiple arms so they can carry, like, 5 or 6 guns at the same time. It's all possible with the amazing power of money. Have you found anything regarding the Skull Project? No, I have not found anything regarding the Skull Project. I don't know what that is. I didn't get that far in the game to figure out anything about that. What if the Aztecs offer biomods? Then I'm gonna have to really have to consider, do I want scientific necromancy, or do I want juju magic necromancy from the wacky Aztec aliens? Which one do I want? What are the benefits? A decent amount of ammo as well here. Okay, so there's the pipes. You can keep the pipes. You could just keep the pipes. Actually, there's 2 stacks of pipes now. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do the sensible thing. Actually, no. Shift click. Now the pipes are saved. Also, more exchange here for the last bit of this. There are more pipes. Now the pipes are saved as an eternal monument to my amazing escapades here. Ah, I can reach over here now. Good. Good, keep the pipes. Keep the pipes. Those are my, that's my, my assets in this regional market. Yes, pipes. I keep my assets in pipes. Some people keep them in gold bars or paper money. No, I keep them in pipes. Okay, so more 797. Okay, then over to the commodities bin with Jesus H fucking Christ everything. But okay, so right, so we'll just put all this stuff over here. The plastic goes over there, and then we organize this, and then we have a look-see at everything that we don't have. So, Spaceborne Ghosts. Oh, wait. Unlock the chip. I haven't really gotten into actually playing with any of, like, figuring out the classes and what I can really use them for, because I've been busy doing this shit. So now, again, we enter the phase of extravagance. But, okay, so that's all of these are now offloadable. So, okay, so unlock chip. Got it. Quad damage, which we only need cans to make 4 loco, which is funny. Data miner, which is incredibly valuable. Now we just instantly know where everything in a level is. Okay. Antidote. Okay, ibuprofen. Armor we probably will not use. Food. Panzer heavy armor, which I think is... It's better than a bulletproof vest, but it doesn't have any mag pouches. Speaking of mag pouches... I keep forgetting to check those. So, as you can see here, we've now unlocked a gigantic chunk of weapon systems, basically better than most people have available to get, period. I don't exactly know how the item pool for blueprint chips works, but as you can see, we've totally busted that shit open, and we have tons of equipment. Like, the Glory armor itself is just pretty good. But the problem is, the People's Front armor that we have is probably just as good, if not better than that. And we got that shit from the tutorial. Okay, the turrets. Okay, Buffalo, the biggest backpack, which is incredibly good. Okay, the Impossible Burgers. Dragon's Breath rounds. Balaclavas. Smuggler pants. EMAG guns. And that's it. Now on for the mercenaries. Nico Medic. What is your deal again? I can't remember, but everybody has a unique perk. Okay, Kenzie Yuiko. Hyra. Mira. Mirza? Right, Mirza. Okay. Maximilian Roar. I remember him. He can't get stunned because he doesn't feel pain. Okay, Lucas. And that's it. Well, okay then. Yeah, okay, so that's that. These are all dupes now, though. We can sell these willy-nilly as commodities. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, we do need to make some equipment here. Actually, yeah, shit. I think the armor that we have right now is actually better than anything that we could produce in-house. But now that just means that, hey, actually, no, we have a full set of armor, so we have everything. We don't actually need... We can make whatever armor we want now. We don't need to unless we happen to fucking, screw up and die. But, yes. Yes, you see, these. We would like these. Power... I'm not even sure what the power armor actually does. Does anyone know statistically what power armor does? Because its stats are, well, it doesn't have any, like, elemental resistances, but that's what Percy's for. It's fairly high. It's fairly high. Actually, kind of okay. Just, does it do anything? It's flavor text, I think. Oh, okay. It'd be nice if it did something like, it makes everything way less. That'd be useful if they wanted to make a distinction. But okay, so we want... that would be useful just for storage purposes. Just break it down later. But okay, so... make a data miner. Oh, right, the data miners. Which is... this is why we need microchips. I can only make one? Yeah, shit. That's why we need microchips. Because I can only make one of those. So we need to... You know what we need to do? We need to go talk to our friends at SPN. Because they give us energy weapons that we can craft down and get microchips from. Fortunately, okay, so you need a rookie mag vest. Which I believe we have the things for, but hang on here. That's 3, 3, 3, 3. Actually, shit. The veteran has more space in it, but yeah, the chainmail is actually better in terms of raw damage mitigation. Granted, having 3 mag sizes is pretty good, but 3 mag slots is actually pretty good. But we want as much armor as we could possibly get on somebody, so we'll make one of those. So we're going to need multiple data miners, because how data miners work is it has to go. It only reveals the current floor that you're on. And you're typically going for like 3 floors or so in certain missions. So we want more than one of those. Okay, so now that we have all that unlocked, we have to wait for that stuff to process, and then we have to consider, who are we working for today? Because thanks for your support. Oh, right. No, I think it's because that's because I bought the backer pack. Make better guns. Well, actually, hang on here. Do we? Well, I can't actually. You see, I can't look at the production list until these are completed, which is kind of annoying. But okay, so we have food. Actually, we have a lot of things. So we can actually go get microchips to make all of this shit by going to really any station where SPN is actually owning it, I think. Right, yeah, SPN, who's actually moved into their second tier of weapons. Okay, so, right, SPN. What can we... SPN, what are you accepting? Alcohol. Do you have any other holdings out here? No. Okay, Moon, you're accepting antidote, but, well, we can make that now. Actually, well, I can't look at that. Okay, so, what about on Earth? Earth, you're accepting item chips. Ah. Well, we've got plenty of those. Okay, SPN, what's going on here? Yeah, just accepting item chips and batteries and all sorts of other junk, but okay, right, so we would like... They're accepting backpacks that I can make now. Wow, but I don't think I need anything out of Planet Bridge. So, let's see here. So we'll go to Earth. It'll give us time to make some stuff.
Planet finally gave me a window to drive in. Your guidance has converged. You're looking good.
We also have a ton of guns.
Delta 5 charged. Roger. In.
So we have the Beast, which is fun, but it also runs through ammo like nobody's business. We could start experimenting with the EMAGs, but the problem is, we, kind of have a whoops there. No info on the net what best armor set is. There's a couple of different, ones. Like, for example, I think the one that RealWear sells, the Carnage, that's got the highest, like, basic resistances, but the stuff that SBN sells, I think, has more resistances overall, so it's kind of like a tall or wide thing. Like, the real world one is really good at resisting bullets, and then the SBN one is good at resisting everything else. Okay, they have 2 stations accepting the same fucking thing. Right, so now we bring our chips to these guys, and then we see what we can get out of them. Make some data miners and then go on a mission. Lovely. Yes, I have a backpack full of 3D printing blueprints. Words. Here you go. Okay, so I want things that give me microchips, please. Well, it's a lot of things. Also, the batteries make more glass and acid, by the way. Also, more mercenary chips. Okay. I mean, shit, we didn't even have to make that. There's a chainmail right there. Okay, so these we break down, because these will give us, potentially, microchips. Yep, there's one. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, it's not all the time. We do get some luck of the draw there, but this is a useful way, yeah, this is a useful pastime here because we need the microchips. We could go out there and murder people for them, though. But we need these for the data miner, so that murdering people is incredibly easy. Also, now that we have this, so hang on, let me just get rid of all of this. Ta-da! Okay, so we'll just leave that there for right now. We'll pick up the rest of that later. Okay, so do you want anything else that I'm selling? No, it's just the chips. Okay. Okay, you're giving me... That's a lot of regular pistols that I don't want, but I suppose, well, free shotgun ammo is free shotgun ammo. Give me the microchips. There we go. Hang on, folks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have to close up the stream here, even though we were about to go shooting people, but we've already busted the economy over the over our legs. So I suppose that's good enough. My grandmother needs some help with something, and it's getting late anyway. So I need I need to go look up something for her, but yeah, it's gonna take a minute here. I'm not gonna do that on stream, but it's getting late anyway. So I'll talk to you guys later. I guess we'll be playing more Quasimorph tomorrow because well, we broke the economy. Why not play the game, right? But right, we'll see you. I'll see you all later on. Enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Phontomen, and enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you next time.